What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Oh yeah, we gonna get into this one. Yeah, we gonna get into this. Just waiting for y'all to join. Kick back. We gonna talk some boxing, people. Oh, it's timeless. We gonna talk some boxing. Oh yeah. We gonna talk about it. Just hit the like button. Just waiting for people to join. Yeah, okay. You think you could do this to me, huh? Yo, are we in the building yet? I can't even start until I know we all in the building, because there ain't no point. No point unless, you know what I mean, because I'm not going to go over this 1,000 times. What up? Let's get through the roll call so we can jump right into it. I like to know where y'all from. Y'all know I'm on the West Coast, West Side, California love, right? Where y'all at? City, state, zip. While we wait for people to join, we're going to talk about this. I know y'all listening, but I got to do this in one shot, one take. If you have one opportunity, like Eminem said. H-Town, Florida in the building. Duval in the building. Philly in the building. East St. Louis, the fight capital, H-Town, Baltimore. We got a shooter on deck. Shout out to my man, Christian Boswell. United States Virgin Islands, Milwaukee, Vegas, South London, Jacksonville, Florida. I see you. Coca, Florida, DC, Toronto. I see you. KC, y'all up in here. Smash the like button because people got to hear this. Y'all about to feel this. New Jersey, Virginia Beach, Hawaii, Tennessee, 615, Puerto 916, NorCal, Sacramento, Detroit, Atlanta, Georgia, 30016. Bang, where you from? Detroit. Eagle Army, we gotta be worldwide. That's how we strengthen numbers. South Baltimore, shout out to Be More. They're gonna be more caskets in this hot seat. That's what they will be more. Especially with this topic. Chirac, Davenport, Iowa, San Diego, Ohio, Dallas, 75232. We need Ego Valley. Frustrated Mayor. I'm so frustrated right now. Anthony Joshua, Joseph Park. They don't want to fight. Eddie Hearns don't want to fight me. Fresno, California, Utah in the building. PA, Swearsville, Tampa, Miami 305, 92831. Let's get it, man. They need to have you as an analyst on ESPN. How's my hat? How we looking? Is this thing on? We recording? I'm cancerous, so when I dish, you wouldn't want to answer this. If you responded back with a battle rap you wrote for cannabis. Nah, I'm just playing. Y'all know about that classic Eminem. There's several different levels. The depth of worship and horse's head. You missed. No, I'm just... Seattle in the building. That's all the likes we gonna get. We got triple digits in this thing. Ego Army in this thing. Ego Mafia. We are the mob. Money on top of boxing. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I'm your favorite reporter's favorite reporter. You heard? Everybody want to be like us, but they can't be like us. Texas 409. Let's get it. Joyner Lucas is nice with it. I ain't heard all this music, but he can spit from what I heard. Can I get some lights in the building? Some lights from the congregation. So you gotta hit him like Jay. You gotta do like Hov. Guru, I need some more of that. I need some more flutes. It's perfect. Throw up the rock. All right, let's go. So you guys seen the title of the video, and we're not playing games. New media. Listen, I told y'all exactly. I predicted this shit. Into apocalypse. Ever once I was there, it felt good in the hood. I predicted this. Listen to what Abel Sanchez is comfortably saying in front of cameras on a Canelo Triple G, their only press stop. You guys seen in the title, that's a direct quote from Abel Sanchez. That's a direct quote. Like, I didn't change the wording or flip it around or spin it around, rub it up, twist it, flip it, rub it down. No. Like, I didn't do that, right? New media, we predicted. I predicted this. Ego Valley predicted this. I told you what to look for. And I told you with that comment saying Canelo's a runner and he came in as a Mexican, but he left as Floyd Mayweather. I told you what that means. You know what I'm saying? It's meant. I told you the intent, what it was meant for. Shout out to Ellie Segback. He went live and he has the actual footage. Check it out on his channel. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna play his whole video and shit, but just check. This is man. This is Ellie Segback, ES News, reporting, right? Just so everybody's on. Listen.
I know it's in a bad light, but some people can take that as a compliment. I'm sure you didn't mean it that way.
I mean it that our black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, let's just say, and that's why they don't sell. Some of the black fighters, I had a young man named Terry Norris, who I molded in a Mexican style. He was an attacker, he was a killer, he's gonna come and hurt you. Unfortunately, some of the fighters now is more the street science. Fans don't want to see the street science, no matter what they say. Fans want to see somebody get hurt.
Okay, so that's enough. Again, check out the video. This is on Ellie Segback reporting. And you can follow me on Twitter, right? 18 minutes in. And that's what Abel has to say. Black fighters don't sell or are incapable of selling because basically nobody's trying to see that running shit. Like, come on, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, listen. See, this, oh my gosh, man. This is why the hot seat was invented. This is why the hot seat was invented. So, let me get this straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go to work. Y'all see, I got my Pedialyte. I got my Pedialyte. Like, I'm getting ready for a fight. And that's the hot seat fight. I'm cutting weight. And I'm going to cut somebody to fuck up in the hot seat. Let's go. I may wait. I'm feeling good. I'm ready. Let's go. I got the Pedialyte joint. Okay. Slaughterhouse. Let me slaughter what Abel Sanchez is talking about. I'm not hungover. I haven't drank in like 6 months. Enough of that. I'm clean. I feel good, mind, body, and spirit. Now let's focus on boxing instead of my diet, what I'm doing. Let's focus on boxing. Now, just to really pick apart what Abel Sanchez is saying, black fighters don't sell. How come Floyd Mayweather has literally, if you look at the top 5 grossing boxing events and or pay-per-view events, right? Who's on there? Majority of the times, Floyd Mayweather, maybe Canelo Triple G somewhere, and then Floyd Mayweather. He's always a part. He's the common denominator. That's not by luck. Canelo and Triple G, Canelo got like 2 in the top 10. The Canelo-Floyd fight and the Canelo-Triple G. Very good live gates and pay-per-view buys. Floyd's on all up and down that thing. Floyd versus Pacquiao. Floyd versus Conor McGregor. Floyd versus De La Hoya. Floyd versus Canelo. You know what I mean? He's all up and down there. So, again, where is this coming from? Like, black fighters don't sell. You know what I'm saying? These are the myths that they try to perpetuate. These are the myths that they try to perpetuate. Even before that, some of the older fights like Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, 2 black guys, and obviously it set records for that time, for that timepiece. Now the game is different, you know what I mean? Different ways to get out there, different ways to market and stuff. But you can't make a blanket statement like that. You know what I'm saying? Just say, oh, he says black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans. Like what do you? So Deontay Wilder, why are you guys excited about seeing him this Saturday? You know what I'm saying? Why? What would be the point? Because Wilder is black as they come. You know what I'm saying? He's dark skinned. I'm not dissing. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So he's a darker complected dude. So if you're gonna make a statement like black fighters fighting a style that is not pleasing, then what about Wilder? Why can you account for the excitement for that? Yo, we got to get the likes up. We should definitely be higher. And this is some real subject matter. So salute the real Ego Army, stand up. Let's get it. We should definitely be at triple digits. I just feel like that's disrespectful to make a statement like that. Why do people like Errol Spence right now? They like what he's doing. I mean, okay, the quote is black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans. So why do people like Errol Spence Jr.? And that's what I'm saying. This is why stereotypes don't work, because that doesn't apply to all black fighters. Errol Spence is exciting like a motherfucker. Even though it was one-sided with Lamont Peterson, that shit was exciting to me. You know what I mean? The Charlos, their fights have been exciting. They're putting on highlight reel knockouts. Highlight reel knockouts. All right, Luke Campbell, you about to get filleted. And I'm only giving you one time to reply because I know you're wasting everybody's time. Luke Campbell says, but it's not pleasing. So what's not pleasing about Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence Jr., Charlo, right? What's not pleasing? Roy Jones, Mike Tyson. What's not pleasing? Go, Luke Campbell. You about to lose just like the other Luke Campbell, the one that fought Jorge Linares. You got one reply. Tell me what's not pleasing. He black. Bro, you got one chance, like Eminem said. If you had one shot, one opportunity, don't blow it. Tell me what's not pleasing. I just named countless Shane Mosley at lightweight. I named countless black fighters who have entertaining, exciting styles. So how is it not pleasing? Hey, shooter, get Luke Campbell out of here. He's stalling. I'm not playing these games because they're not going to turn the whole tide of this conversation. Like when we're just everyone. Thank you. Shout out to my shooter, Portia. Boom, got him out of here. Who next? I want who next. I have WPC with me. I want who next. I want who next. I'm on my Samuel Peters shit today. Again, you can't make a blanket statement like that. That's like me saying no Mexican fighter has defense. You can't say that. Canelo got defense. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia is just all around. You can't do that. You can't say no Mexican fighter has defense. Just like Abel Sanchez saying black fighters fight in a style that's not pleasing to the fan. You can't make stereotypes that are just blanket, generic statements like that because it doesn't apply. You can't tell me black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, then explain James Kirkland. Yeah, he might get knocked the fuck down. He might get knocked the fuck out, but his style is exciting. So off top, I can do this all day and name exciting fighters. They might not fight smart or whatever, but I can name you people who match. You know how they do a police composite. Oh, who robbed you? And they're like, a black guy robbed me, and he's 6 foot and he had low cut hair. I can name some black fighters who match and prove you wrong. Like I said, James Kirkland, he's black and he's exciting. I'm not saying he wins every single fight he fights, but at the same time, you can't say he's not pleasing because he's at least will see. And listen, this is, you know, since we're talking about different race and as it pertains and stuff, check this. James Kirkland, whether you love him or hate him, Brandon Rios, whether you love him or hate him, those motherfuckers are willing to put it all on the line to possibly get knocked out, which happened in their last fights, right? They're willing to do that in order to give them the best chance of winning, or in order to give themselves the best shot of winning. Triple G fought Canelo, who was the guy coming up and the smaller guy, but he didn't go for broke like James Kirkland. So even though we all agree that Triple G is a better overall fighter than James Kirkland has heart, and he's gonna, no matter what, he's gonna give you his all, even if that means he's getting knocked out in the process. Triple G was hesitant than a motherfucker fighting Danny Jacobs and Canelo. Aaron Pryor had a great style. I mean, it's ridiculous. I can name 1,000 black fighters that had great styles, and some of them weren't slick. So you know, what I mean, I resent comments like that because it's clearly not true. That's like when people say, let's be real. People say, oh, Mexican fighters have heart. There's a lot of Mexican fighters that have a ton of heart, but there's also Mexican fighters who have given up and quit. Fact. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. and Jr. have both quit in fights. So you can't just say that. Victor Ortiz, you know, hey, I don't know, I'm a young guy. I want to surf tomorrow. I don't deserve to be getting beat up like that. You know what I'm saying? He's Mexican, Mexican American. You can't, oh, he's a Chicano. No, you can't not claim him because it doesn't fit your criteria or because he did something that made La Raza look bad. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't work like that. So you can't have no blanket rule that applies to the whole race. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never said every single black fighter has rhythm and slickness. I don't make statements like that. Black fighters fighting a style that's not pleasing to the fans. What about Anthony Joshua? That motherfucker's fights are exciting to me. Whether you want to pick up, oh, he got dropped by Klitschko or he needs to work on his stamina, fuck all that extra shit. His fights are exciting. That's the conversation. That's the talking point. New media is destroying the competition. And please print that. New media is destroying the competition because we talking that real shit. The shit to make you feel shit. You know what I'm saying? And you always see it in the hot seat. Black, Puerto Rican, and Mexico, the best. You know, I'm not trying to, this is not about like a race war. There's a lot of good fighters. You know what I mean? Joey Spencer, Caleb Plant, they're white and they got swag. They got skill. Josh Kelly, you know what I'm saying? So it's not about that. But I'm just responding to what Abel Sanchez said. And I totally disagree. And I think you could think everybody who's not racist and actually analyze the talking point, I think they can think of several examples where a black fighter has proven that their style is pleasing. Like I said, explain how Errol Spence is not pleasing, since that's what Abel is saying. Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, how are those guys not exciting to watch? This is not about who would win if they fought each other, this and that. Explain how they're not pleasing, and nobody wants to watch them. But that's big. See, that's what I'm saying. I told you that. I predicted this. This is why the whole Triple G comment came about or Canelo comment about. Oh, he started as a Mexican, and then he ended the fight as a Floyd. I told you with that, man. He came in the fight as a Mexican, and he left as a nigga. That's basically what that means. That's code words for that. That's how I take it. I don't give a fuck who say what in this whole fucking boxing game. That's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? Because why are you griping about how Canelo fought when he's out there fighting his best fight to give him the best chance to win? No excuses. And see this, I said this before, Canelo is Mexican. He's not Mexican American or Mexican and white. He's Mexican from Mexico. And then we have this whole, that's why I told you I resent the Mexican style shit, because you got a fighter who's not even from Mexico, not even Mexican American, has no Mexican real roots that we know about in his blood, and they're coining him the Mexican style. But Canelo's actually from Mexico, both parents, Spanish speaking to the point where English, Canelo should have been learned English by now. But you know what I'm saying? That hasn't been his focal point or whatever, so he knows a little bit, right? And then you got Abel Sanchez saying all this, like, oh, Mexican style, and Canelo's a fake Mexican. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. And then all this because he fights with intelligence. You see how they do? See how, like, people try to flip it? See how this is like old media stuff. You know what I mean? They try to flip it, where if you have talent, you have skill, you're using a defense, you get related to, why aren't you comparing Canelo to a great, skillful Mexican fighter? You know what I mean? Because they want you to think that the black style or whatever they think is the black style is the bad thing. is the boring thing that nobody likes. I mean, it's been going on for years in boxing. Like Finito Lopez has swag. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. Salvador Sanchez. Those guys are all around skilled guys. So why didn't you say, oh, Canelo, you came in saying you were gonna be a warrior and you left as Finito Lopez? You know what I'm saying? Why do you compare him to Floyd, a black guy who's retired? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's very apparent and it's very obvious. And I don't care who's mad. Shout out to the super chat. Myron Dinner, $2 super chat. Media always pushing an agenda against the black fighter. I mean, we know what it is time and time again. And like I said, people, oh, stick to boxing. Don't make this about race. How could I not bring the topic to that place of race when somebody else said a comment like that? You know what I mean? So I'm just supposed to overlook it and go on about my business when I totally disagree. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all chumps do. That's the type of shit y'all do. Look, oh, like Abel, like, man, if I promise you, because I fear no man. I promise you, if I was there, I would go into detail about that conversation for Abel. I'm not saying I would run up on him and sneak him or nothing. Like, it's not that serious. It's boxing. It's always business, never nothing personal. But if you make a statement like that and I can't flow with it, then I want to know more. Sugar Ray Leonard, I mean, he was exciting black. Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying? When did all this come where, like, black, how you gonna make a statement, and I quote, black fighters fight in a style that's not pleasing to the fans? And truth be told, outside of Canelo and maybe Anthony Joshua, who's black, there ain't no fucking pay-per-view stars. Since Pacquiao fuck around getting beat by Australians and kangaroos and shit, so his star power, he's about to fight on motherfuckers undercard and shit. And then Mayweather's retired or whatever he's doing. There's really no pay-per-view stars. It's not Sergey Kovalev, not Andre Ward, not Deontay Wilder. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's really no pay-per-view stars. So you can't say, oh yeah, the proof is in the numbers and stuff, because there's really nobody. Yo, get Twisted Mikey, one of my shooters. Get him out of here. Thank you. Shooters on deck. You know what I'm saying? You spam in the chat. Bye-bye. We're not playing no games here. So, yeah, I mean, real talk, there's not really, outside of like 2 people, 3 if Floyd comes back, there's not even really any pay-per-view stars. Golovkin ain't a pay-per-view star. Look at what happened when he fought a non-established pay-per-view guy. When he fought David Lemieux. What were them numbers? Somebody type the numbers. What were the numbers for David Lemieux pay-per-view? What were the numbers for Jacobs pay-per-view? And you know what's funny? Triple G fought David Lemieux, and the attendance was better for that fight than the Daniel Jacobs fight. And I know because I was at the fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't by a dramatic amount, but usually the Lemieux fight happened a couple years before Jacobs. You know what I mean? So how did your attendance go down? And I know the pay-per-view numbers weren't significantly greater than the others. It's not like the Lemieux fight did 1.1 million. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we gotta address this shit right here and now. And we gotta stand for something or die for nothing. And I'm not allowing, I mean, people could do whatever they want. They could say whatever they want. They could get mad at me and deny me a future interview. I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to speak my mind, and I'm going to speak with respect. But just like Abel Sanchez is able to say whatever the fuck is on his mind, or whoever, then I have that same freedom. You know what I mean? And I don't care about I make more money not traveling. You know what I mean? Because when you travel, at least at this YouTube level, you know what I mean? When you're a digital platform, you have to put out the money up front for hotel expenses and all that. You know what I mean? And then you have to wait till you get a 1099 and taxes to start recouping. When you reserve a hotel for 6 days, 5 days, or whatever it is, that money's gone. Boom. You know what I mean? Your flight, that's gone. So, and YouTube, just so y'all know, you get paid monthly. It's not, I don't get paid bi-weekly, I get paid monthly, and it's 1 month behind. So no matter how good you're doing on YouTube, you won't see the money immediately. Like, so if I go to cover, let's say, Jamal Charlo's fight tomorrow, you don't see that money right then and there. Like the day, it's not like another job where you get paid right then and there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like you set someone's tile or something, and then they cash you out. So that's just a little YouTube game. The YouTube pay scale is a month behind, and we get paid monthly. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do is a hustle. So I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the expense of creative control. That's the great thing about YouTube. I'm not gonna have no one shut me up, or I can't spit. They could say, trainers and promoters, they could say whatever they want. Donald Trump, he could say whatever he want, but then I try to say something from a perspective of fact, from what I've seen, and like giving examples, and then someone gonna try to tell me I can't say that. I'm like, stop. It's a new day. We're not here to talk about my monetization. Who cares? That's not your money. Why y'all care so much about when I monetize? Who cares? Let's talk about boxing. See, and when I go to drink water or say anything else, y'all like, let's get back to boxing, man. But then now when it comes to my money, y'all like, oh, hey, when'd you monetize? Just Google it. There's a lot of tutorial videos that'll show you what it takes to be a YouTuber and stuff. Omar must be joining the stream. He said that. Yes, I just showed it. I played it. I showed you how to get to it. Abel Sanchez says, and I quote, "Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans." And then he goes on to say, I had a black fighter, Terry Norris, and we converted his style to a Mexican style. Blah, blah, blah. And he says, basically, I guess black fighters that's why you don't see stars, because the other stuff, like the sweet slickness stuff, that's sweet science, and people don't really want to see that. He said people want to see people get hurt. So to me, that's a cop-out. Canelo has more skill. Let's be real. Canelo has more skill than Golovkin. Canelo has more overall skill than Golovkin. Not saying Golovkin's a bum, not saying he has no skill, but Canelo has more overall skill. You're trying to water down his style. You're trying to challenge his integrity and his heritage, really, by trying to make him fight a fight that suits you. Okay, we got another hot seat. His name is White Man, and he says, you're tripping. Triple G has more skills, never been down. First of all, you're on some bullshit because you decided to name your YouTube channel White Man. Like, who does that? So you're already probably super biased. You could, like, who says that? White man, black man, Native American man, who does that? Let me destroy this boy. Easy work. I said Triple G or Canelo has more overall skill. And in which I was 11 at the time. I don't give a fuck. I was 11 at 1.2, and I never had no account names that said nothing stupid shit like that. So let me body this fool in the hot seat real quick. You said that you're tripping. Triple G has more overall skill than Canelo, right? Right? And then your reasoning was because he had never been down. Who cares? What does being down have to do with overall skill? If let's say Brandon Rios and Terrence Crawford, let's say Terrence Crawford got knocked down once and Brandon Rios had never been knocked down. Does that mean Brandon Rios has more skill? You know what I'm saying? Does it mean he has more overall skill? Right? Or here, I'll use an actual example. Let's say, who's a good example? Let's say Dominic Brazil. Dominic Brazil, let's say he's never been knocked down, and Joshua got knocked down by Klitschko. Does that mean that Dominic Brazil is automatically better or more skillful than Anthony Joshua because Joshua got knocked down by Klitschko? You see how dumb you said? Get this bum out of here. The dude named White Man, one of my shooters, just end him. Get him out of here. I don't have time for this. I'm not about to argue with no preteen or whatever. Thank you. Shooters on deck. Y'all talking about he has more skill because he never been knocked down. There's a lot of guys that have never been knocked down. That don't mean they're the cream of the crop, dummy. talking about Mikey Garcia fight. Probably won't even talk about it in this whole stream. So if that's your intent and that's what you're here for, then it's the wrong stream for you, buddy. But yeah, man, I mean, this is crazy. And it's like, I see Skip Bayless and all people say crazy stuff. Like, we need accountability in boxing. Skip Bayless said crazy stuff leading up to the Mayweather-McGregor fight. Of course, nobody believed it, but he still said this stuff. Hey, Paige, you about to get blocked too. Why? He says, why you hate on Mikey Garcia? How did I hate on Mikey? I haven't said one word about Mikey Garcia. If you keep talking crazy, like stupid stuff, mindless stuff, Paige, we're going to flip the page on your ass. Or we'll be on a whole nother chapter. You talking about I'm hating on Mikey Garcia. What is Mikey? Y'all just say weird stuff. What does Mikey have to do with this? I didn't say anything about Mikey Garcia. So, y'all, I don't know if y'all on drugs or what when you watch my stream. Why are you hating on Alexis Arguello? Like, what are you talking about? We're not even talking about Arguello. Anyway, shout out to Portia holding it down, shooter style. Yeah, I resent the comment. I don't think that's a fair assessment of anything that's in boxing. So, like, you know what I mean? Why? You notice Abel Sanchez, he was interviewed about Mayweather-McGregor, if I'm not mistaken, and he gave his take. Why'd you watch it if black fighters fighting a style that aren't pleasing? See, they've done this for Floyd for years. Oh, Floyd sucks. He's a runner, pillow-fisted bitch. Why are you paying? Why is his bouts doing so great? Why is he outselling everybody? Remember when Tupac was in front of the MTV? He's like, Death Row East, believe in it. He said, that's why from a startup company, we don't have no all-American smiles. A startup company from the West Coast, we came to take over. We've outsold Bad Boy, LaFace. You know what I mean? So why is Mayweather outselling Bad Boy, LaFace, and all these other labels? Why is he outselling all these other people if all of what they said was true? Oh, no one wants to watch him fight Marcos Maidana. Cherry pick, he should have fought Amir Khan. Floyd sucks, he's boring. Why is he outselling everybody? No one wants to watch him. No one wants to watch Floyd and McGregor. It's a circus. Then why is he outselling everything Golovkin's ever done on pay-per-view, including the Canelo fight? Why did the Mayweather-McGregor outsell that? So you can't make blanket statements like that. When you get to the fact checkers, it won't add up. I promise you that. Black fighters fighting a style that is not pleasing the fans, then nobody should be watching any black fighters. But if you look at it in each division, north of probably like 135, there's probably some talented black fighters in majority of the division. Look at 147. How many non-black fighters are there? And then your next question is at 147, what non-black fighter would you pick to beat the top two black fighters? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. So my question is, name a non-black fighter at welterweight, and then once you name that non-black fighter at welterweight, then tell me that non-black fighter what top two guy you think he would beat. So let's say Jeff Horn. What top two guy, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, that is black, would you pick Jeff Horn to beat? We don't even know if he could beat Terrence Crawford, and he's moving up in weight. You know what I'm saying? So what non-black fighter at 154? And then once you find that non-black fighter at 154, Vanes Martirosyan. What top two guy that is, let's say like a Edeslandi Lara, or let's say Jermell Charlo, right? Would you pick Jermell Charlo to lose a Vanes Martirosyan rematch with all the steamy ass? Look at the top two black fighters at heavyweight, Joshua and Wilder. Name a white fighter that you would say absolutely would beat him. Tyson Fury? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, but we still got to see it. But there's no, listen, Tyson Fury is a great fighter. He can box his ass off, but there's no guarantee he beats Wilder or Joshua. He admits when they sparred, Tyson Fury sparred Joshua, he said Joshua hurt him and he had to get on his shit. And that was an old Joshua. So Joshua's improved, more confident, and champion now. Shit changes. Joshua might get a nightmare. Tyson Fury might be a nightmare for Joshua style, but still we don't know. And anyway, I named several divisions, and notice people are going to talk about only one where Tyson Fury might be able to beat Wilder or Joshua. What about welterweight? What about 154? Those are the other examples. I'm just going off the top of my head with different examples. Yeah, you can't make no comment like black fighters fighting the style is not pleasing to the fans. Nah, you can't speak on behalf of all fans what they like. You know what I mean? That's casual talk. All them casual fans say the same dumbass shit. We don't like, and you know what the funny thing is? Real boxing fans don't even take. All right, let me body this man, Juan Trejo. All right, Juan. He says you're casual. Well, you look stupid because I have over 110, 12,000 followers. So some casual. I got a lot of people fucking with the movement to be a casual. So I don't know how I grew like this, being a casual. Because usually if you're casual, people are like, oh, this dude don't know shit. And that probably won't grow. So how am I a casual? You got one response because you're a waste of time. I'm bullshitting. Keep bullshitting and you're gonna bullshit yourself out of this stream, I assure you. I'm not really in the mood for jokes and like cheap sarcasm. Don't get hurt. Get hurt by what? What are you talking about? Don't get hurt what? Okay, that's what I thought. So, bro, I'm not gonna, this stream is nothing, this is for boxing fans, right? It's not gonna be about you, no matter how much you strive for attention. Anyway, yeah, I think Abel, what he just said was ludicrous. Yeah, I don't think you can relegate black fighters to basically not pleasing the fan. Like, why, like I said, how are you putting ass in the seats? Like Wilder and Ortiz should have sold 0. People complaining about how many they've sold, but they should have sold, they should have sold nothing, if you're saying that. He just said it today on the Canelo red carpet shit or whatever. Listen, if you haven't heard, I played it, I showed you how to get to it, and it was said today. If not, catch the replay and then you'll know how to get to it. Shout out to Ellie Segback, it's on his channel, he got it, and I'm sure other people will have it. You can't do that though. You can't say black fight. Like I said, James Kirkland, he's a prime example. That's the stereotype. You know what I mean? Point blank period, no matter what, how you try to spin it. Hey, but this is what racist people do. The racist casuals, oh, but hey, there are a lot of black people that they're fucking boring. Like, okay, there's a lot of other races too that put on shitty performances. You can't just relegate that to black fighters or Mexican fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's like you can't say, oh, every Mexican fighter fights off of just heart and brainless with no game plan. You can't say that. That's fucked up, because at the end of the day, you got technicians like Mikey Garcia, like Canelo. Not every fighter is fighting any one way, no matter where they're from. Chavez Sr. had skill. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. It's like saying all blacks have a chin, all blacks have mad stamina. I'm sure you could go down the list and find a black fighter that didn't have rhythm, that didn't have a chin, you know what I mean, didn't have slickness. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't relegate a whole community, a whole ethnicity, a whole region. That's like me saying, oh, no Eastern European puts different punches together or something. Then explain Lomachenko. He don't fight like Victor Postol. He don't fight like Kovalev. He don't fight like Golovkin. He fight his own way. And he's from basically the former USSR, Soviet Union, Ukraine area. You know what I mean? crazy. Yeah, Wilder's about to fight. We just did a stream. Ego emo, and you're blocked. Listen, check this out. I don't care. I have tough skin. You guys can say stupid shit, but if you don't have no type of balls and you're not willing to prove what I'm saying wrong, you're just trying to hurl insults, then you're out of here. Ego emo. Okay, I'm emo for sure. I'm Brandon Lee and the Crow. I'm emo, but prove me wrong. That's all I'm asking. Step up to the hot seat. Why don't you say, hey, I want to challenge you to the hot seat because you're emo? Say that. Don't just say ego emo with no correction. Tell me what I said that was wrong. Y'all getting destroyed, and it's not even close. Next fight I'll be attending, I don't know. I just do it based on what I want to go to. Salvador Sanchez was a slick boxer, Mexican boxer. Absolutely. Did I see Canelo Abel confrontation? No, what happened? Alex Velasco, you sound stupid. See, listen, when someone has to laugh twice at their own joke and nobody else is laughing, that's how you know they're a corn dog. Alex Velasco said, laughing my ass off. You said you have tough skin, yet you're all mad, LOL. You think I'm mad? After I get off the stream, I'm about to eat a sandwich, chill out, unwind. Like, where's the mad? Where's the anger? My blood pressure ain't up. I'm just stating my piece. But again, because someone has the inflection of their voice or they speak with passion, like, I've done music. So you think Tupac, he could be going to fuck bitches after he records Hit 'Em Up, dummy. You know what I mean? Oh, Tupac, you're so fucking mad at Biggie. Look it, you were yelling on the track. It's his job. He's recording a song, and then after he might go to a death row party and then fuck mad bitches. Like, that just sounds corny. Like, I'm doing my job. I'm talking boxing and telling you how I feel. So, I mean, y'all feel how you want. They always cop pleas after. Of course they do. What happened with Canelo and Abel? I didn't see it. I told y'all, I predicted this shit. I predicted this whole shit, this whole scenario. I knew why he was saying, and listen, you're not Canelo. Look at it like this. Canelo has been fighting since he was 15. He is not dumb. He's not gonna fall for it. I don't think he would fall for something so blatantly obvious that he would just take the bait. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hey, Abel got under my skin, so let me fight a dumb fight. I can't see that. I can't see him falling for it. He's been a pro for this long. You know what I mean? So I don't see that. But that's clearly Abel Sanchez is trying to get under his skin, right? Trying to make him sound like less Mexican or less guerrero, less warrior, and insulting his manhood or his heritage, basically, to get him to fight a fight where it makes it easier for Golovkin. That's dumb. Shout out to Dr. Mofongo, $5 super chat, gang. All this talk from Abel about black fighters and their style tells me he's salty. Canelo's slick style has Triple G moving or missing, looking stiff as fuck. Yeah, people don't realize that when you make admissions like this, it actually hurts you because now you're telling Canelo what to do more of. In all honesty, you're telling him what to. You're basically, the fact that you keep talking about it to this degree, you're proving that it bothered your fighter and it made him look less than. It didn't put the performance that he wanted. Because if you listen to the interview, he said some other things where he was like, he said, just like Mayweather Pacquiao, the fight was underwhelming and people were disappointed after 5 years and this and that. He said, this is what Abel said. Don't get mad at me. Abel said people were just like Mayweather Pacquiao. He said people were disappointed in Canelo versus Triple G, basically because Canelo was running. But guess what? I didn't hear nobody. Maybe some people complain about Mayweather Pacquiao. I don't personally think that was horrible. But fuck that. That fight happened years ago. Who was complaining about Canelo Triple G? You know, I didn't hear nobody saying, "Oh fuck, this was the worst fight I've ever seen." When did anybody say that? He's talking about people were disappointed with Canelo. Who? Who was disappointed? I didn't hear people like, listen, whether you like it or not, I run boxing. I'm all ears. Like, and I mean that, because at the end of the day, like, there's nobody that does it like exactly how I do it, and that's how I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, name someone who's verified 100,000 plus on YouTube, is getting close to 100,000 on Instagram, 20,000 on Facebook. You know what I mean? You'll see that. You'll see platforms that are real big on Instagram, and then their YouTube presence is very small. You know what I mean? Or they have a good Facebook page, but nobody knows them on YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm multi-platform, and I have ears everywhere, and a lot of, you know what I mean? Ego's Army, we do this. Like, not just posting videos and stuff. I can show face. I can do live stream and talk to the fans for 2 hours. There's channels bigger than mine, smaller than mine. They can't do this. They can't just get up on here and rap to the fans for 3-4 hours straight. But that's what we've established here on this side, Death Row East. You know what I mean? And I don't remember, out of all my profiles and being in Vegas and covering the fight, I don't remember nobody that was just like, oh, this was so disappointing. This fight was the worst thing I've ever seen. Shout out to Boss Red 357, like a Magnum 357, $5 super chat, thank you. Says, well, why wasn't Abel quick to get Triple G in the ring with Ward or a second fight with Jacobs? My friend, you know the answer to that. So it's in, that's a good, since someone brought this up, that's a great point. If you think about it, Canelo moved up. Fact. He moved up, fought Golovkin. So if you have so much to say about Canelo's style, Andre Ward wouldn't have been running from Golovkin. I promise you. I promise you. But so why didn't Team Golovkin press that fight when Dre was at 168? If you hate runners and all that, Dre wouldn't have ran. Dre didn't run from Kovalev, his third fight at light heavyweight. So why would he run from Triple G at 168, where he was like untouchable and was probably more closer to where he naturally should be? So if Abel doesn't like runners and stuff like that, why didn't Triple G move up like Canelo did? Fight Dre. See if he runs. Shout out to Cortland Ashby, $10 super chat. Gang gang. Thank you. I told y'all them yellow and them orange super chats. See, and we just getting money while they hate. I see why they hate. $10 super chat. Hi, Ego. Big fan. Watched you for years. I think Triple G and Abel know they lost against Jacobs. I think they lost too. I was at that fight too. Juan Trejo, $5 super chat. He said, mad respect for you, Ego. Been following your page for years. I like how you talk shit back. Y'all crazy. I'm a real person at the end of the day, and I just match intensities. I guess I'm an Aries. But shout out to all the fans. Shout out to all the support and the people who have dropped donations. I guess you can drop your iPhone donations. iOS devices can now support super chats. So, yeah, man, we're just going to keep this thing rolling. But yeah, the comment, it just seemed like so out of place for Abel to say that. And then people are going to accept it. People are going to accept it. But Broner, if he says, I just beat the fuck out of a Mexican, which he did fight a Mexican fighter, right? All right, Chubby says, are you gay, Ego? What, you guys choose his fate. Should we shoot him? See, my shooter already got to him. Well, that's your answer. So, yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay happy. I'm happy that your ass got blocked. My shooter's on deck. Got him. Got him, coach. See, this is the old way. This is that old media stuff. Hitting them with facts. Are you gay, Ego? So my sexual preference, which y'all already know what it is, but that's what you have questions about. Instead of just saying, I disagree with you. We giving that free smoke. Bang. Shout out to my shooters, man. Just tuned in from New Jersey. Shout out to Jers. What up, though? Luis Lopez. What up, though? What happened with Canelo and Abel? They had a run in. Shout out to Angel 313 499. So $5 super chat. Gang gang. He just donated. He didn't even leave a comment. He's just supporting the movement. See, this is why they mad. I'm telling y'all. This is why they mad. Because we speak facts, we do our own thing, and we keep progressing. Like I said, take care of our families. Man, I feel terrible though, because I don't tell y'all, but I got to give my parents some money because they got 3 dogs, and the mom dog, we got to put her down because she has cancer. We just found that out, so it's like, fuck. So I'm gonna give my folks some money to help them out to do that, and that's not something that they even want to do. But if you guys ever had a family pet, y'all know how hard stuff like that is. And the thing, the dog has like somehow got like lung cancer, so it's like dogs can't do chemo and stuff like that. So it's deteriorating the dog and like making it hard to breathe, and it's rough. So I'm gonna help my parents with that. But we got some shmoney gangs. Cortland Ashby, $20 super chat. I come in peace. Shout out to you. Do you think Ortiz will have a noticeable change in the way he fights against Wilder now that there's VADA testing? I don't know, because I don't know exactly what he was doing. I mean, of course, him and his team are going to say it was like all harmless, but I don't know. We're going to find out. I mean, he looked good in the other fight, the Daniel March, but obviously Wilder's no Daniel March. Shout out to Angel 313, another $5 super chat, gang gang. I mean, that fight's a couple days away, so we're going to find out real quick. I'm so sorry, bro. I had to hold my German Shepherd in my arms when we put him down. He could no longer walk. Fuck. I mean, that's horrible, man. That's like the worst feeling. Because me, I don't like feeling vulnerable. You know what I mean? That's like a situation where it's like nothing anyone can do. It's just like cancer. Fuck cancer. But much respect to you, James. What kind of dogs you have, Dr. Mofongo? He said, I love my dogs. I feel you, ego. Yeah, and the other thing is, since they have 3 dogs, and then the 2 came from the litter from the mom that we have to put down or whatever, it's, I wonder how they're going to act. You know what I mean? The two little dogs. Like, obviously, their mom is no longer going to be back, so it's just fucked up. Wow, he said, I just lost my mom to cancer. Sorry to hear that. Cancer is no fucking joke, man. But we can get back to boxing. Yeah, I mean, as far as they are family ego, oh, most def. And the crazy, I just gotta say this last thing. That's why they say man's best friend, because at the end of the day, dogs are loyal as fuck. Like, when I seen the mom dog who's like getting skinnier and stuff from the cancer, her tail still wagging, she's still like putting on her poker face. Like, you know what I mean? Dogs are tough, and they're still trying to, like, when they see you act happy, but they're dealing with something like a terminal illness. It's crazy. I mean, actually, humans can learn a lot from animals. Loyalty, you know what I mean? Trying to make the most out of grim situations. But anyway, let's get it. As far as Abel, oh, hold on, we got a super chat. Juan Trejo, $5 super chat. He said, I had to fight a 100-pound pit last month to save my 10-year-old dog. Wow. I feel you on that. He didn't let go until he drew up blood from liver shots. Fuck. Though, yeah, pits are, once they lock in, it's really hard. And they got strong ass jaws. Shout out to all the people with pets, man's best friend. You think Canelo's becoming the new Floyd? I mean, he's been the successor. He had an opportunity to beat Floyd to really become the successor, came up short, but I think he learned a lot. He's worked on his defense for sure, and he's like a cash cow. So yeah, he is, in the sense, kind of like the new Floyd. He gets a lot of hate, you know what I mean? Things like that. But listen, you cannot tell a person how to fight. Like, no matter if you like the style, if it's ugly to you, it's like one of my favorite comedy specials, Eddie Murphy Raw. He said, "Man, I heard that Bill Cosby was calling me. I ran to the house excited to talk to Bill. You know what I mean? That's a legend." And he said Bill was mad. He's like, "My son went to your show," and like, and they doing all the voices. I don't even feel like doing the impersonation. I could do a pretty solid Bill. And he was like, "You cannot say Phil Florin and Phil, right?" And he's like, "I ain't say no Phil Florin and Phil." He said, "So I got mad. I called Richard Pryor." And he said Richard Pryor was like, "When you tell them jokes, do people laugh?" And he was like, "Yeah, they laugh." And he was like, "He would say that shit. Tell Bill to have a Coke, a smile, and shut the fuck up." Right? So Richard Pryor gave him advice. You getting criticized by Bill Cosby, but are the people laughing? And he's like, "Yeah, they laughing." Well, tell Bill Cosby, have a Coke, a smile, and shut the fuck up. So that's how I feel like with the Canelo style and his running shit. If he's doing it and it's working, have a Coke, a smile, and shut the fuck up. Like, why would Canelo stop doing it? If his defense, he's making it hard for you to touch him to the point where you can't connect like you connected on Dominic Wade. Why on earth would Canelo just be like, "Come on," like on some gladiator shit? That's stupid. That makes absolutely no sense. If what you're doing is befuddling your opponent, confusing them, that's like telling Allen Iverson to stop crossing over people. When you start, you know what I'm saying? When you start breaking ankles, stop doing that. Hey, if he's doing it, it's working. He's gonna keep doing it. That's bottom line. And that's the same thing with Golovkin. If Golovkin starts punching somebody in the face with a jab, they have no answer. He's gonna keep jabbing. You know what I mean? So the fact that Abel Sanchez is kind of like intervening and trying to influence Canelo's style by insults is just, to me, that's just kind of the oldest trick in the book. And I know why he's doing it, because Abel Sanchez, Mexican American, and there's a lot of casual fans and a lot of like pride in Mexico and Mexico boxing and stuff. And the way the media and some fans have it set up, they'll make it sound like to fight a black style or American style is pussy. That's what this is what this boils down to. It's deeper than what some of y'all believe. So that's why he said, out of all the names, black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, whatever, out of all the names he compared, oh, you came in as a Mexican, you left as Floyd. That's because Floyd has this connotation amongst casuals that he's a bitch, he's pillow-fisted, he runs. We got a hot seat. His name is H. Don. You're kidding, right? Does it look like I'm kidding? What am I kidding? What don't you understand? This is how we'll do this hot seat. What don't you understand? Y'all want to see a dead body? What don't you understand since you playing games? H Dawn 88 Pro. So what don't you understand? Time to get cooked. Everybody grab your popcorn, man. There ain't no let him live. I'm not letting nobody live today. This is Wakanda. And see, everybody, that's what I'm saying. Everyone has so much, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, does it look like I'm kidding? I was talking to someone else. Okay, well, false alarm, people. This is what I'm saying, man. Everyone, they direct it, and it sounds like it's directed at me. Then all of a sudden, it's never me. It's just a false alarm. But whatever. The bottom line is what Abel Sanchez is doing is like he's trying to insult Canelo's machista and his manhood, and put that bug out there in the public. Like, so if Canelo does do what was successful for him in the first fight to a degree, well, actually, it wasn't to a degree. It was successful for him. He just got kind of tired doing it or whatever. He's trying to, him and Tom Loeffler, I see the game plan. I mean, you see that Stevie Wonder could see this. He could write ribbon in the sky for a like 13. Stevie Wonder could see this. Anybody could see this, right? Canelo had Golovkin reduced to a jab, and it wasn't the Golovkin that fought Macklin. It didn't look like the Golovkin that fought Macklin because Macklin ain't got the Canelo style and defense and shit. Wasn't Dominic Wade versus Triple G. Wasn't like Willie Monroe where Golovkin didn't respect his power. Stuff like that. He had to respect Canelo. So basically, he's trying to put the bug in the ear of the fans where now all of a sudden you're belittling Canelo, one, in the hopes that a prideful Mexican fighter being compared to somebody who has this myth or connotation that he's a bitch and runner and all that, now he's gonna prove his worthiness as a guerrero, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's stupid. So you're trying to challenge his machista, and or you're putting the bug, planting the seeds for the fans. So if you see Golovkin, or if you see Canelo giving Golovkin problems by using his skill set, his defense, head movement, right? Fans will, I guess, hopefully boo and shit like that. Oh, boo this man. But that's dumb, because at the end of the day, what Golovkin does best, nobody's telling him to stop doing that. No one's telling Golovkin to stop jabbing. He has a great jab. Excellent jab. So stop jabbing versus Canelo. Tell him to stop jabbing, because that jab was fucking up Jacobs and Canelo. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. The bottom line is what you're good at, and you got to rock with that, and you bring that to the equation, and that's it. Tell Triple G if he gets hit because he has a crazy chin, tell him to go down, even though the shot's not going to knock him down. Just tell him to go down. I mean, it doesn't make sense. No one's going to do if they have a skill or an intangible or an attribute, they're going to use it. That's what this game is about. Chess, not checkers. You know what I mean? Period. So, I mean, I just think it's like the oldest trick in the book that Loeffler and Abel, they just keep putting this out as if Canelo is supposed to influence his style, or fans are going to pressure him to, he's going to fight. Here's another example. Floyd Mayweather, tell me who's a real boxing fan that's been watching a couple years who remembers this. Showtime did the promo they did a promo video shoot. Floyd Mayweather came late. It was a green screen one for the Robert Guerrero fight, right? It was for the Guerrero fight. And then Floyd got in Guerrero's face and was talking mad shit. He was like, this ain't Berto. This the real one. This ain't Berto. And then he was like, yeah, okay, bring it. And then Floyd was like, yeah, you fucking with a real one. This ain't Berto. And he was like, I don't know what Guerrero said because he wasn't talking as loud as Floyd. And Floyd was like, you ain't gonna do shit? He's like, I get as close as I want to. You still ain't gonna do shit? You ain't gonna do shit. And then he was like, how you want it, though? I'm gonna give it to you how you want it. I'm gonna give it to you how you want it. And then Guerrero's like, okay, fine. Man up. Don't run. And then Floyd was like, he's like, I'm gonna give it to you how you want it. He's like, all right, stand and trade. He's like, all right, I'm gonna give it to you how you want. Toe to toe. That's what he said. Yeah. He was like, toe to toe. And he's like, all right, toe to toe. And they agreed to toe to toe. But in the actual fight, Floyd fought toe to toe, but he also used lateral movement. So, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Floyd was all, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to you how you want it. Oh, toe to toe. Okay, toe to toe. Like, people say whatever they want before a fight. I'm gonna fuck you up, and you're gonna mix it up. When you get up in there, you're gonna do what's right. Kell Brook versus Errol Spence, another prime example. See, I know my press conferences because I'm covering them. You know what I mean? But Errol Spence was like, man down, don't run. And then Kell Brook basically, I'm not gonna run. He was talking his shit, and he's like, all right, don't run. Stand there and trade. Don't run, man down. And Kell Brook was like, okay. And then what happened when he was in danger? You think Kell Brook is gonna, hey, I promised the feller I wouldn't run. Man, shut that shit up. Kell Brook, as soon as the shit got hot with the chocolate brownie and all that shit, he was taking knees, he was retreating. He didn't be like, oh, I promised him at the press conference I would not run. You know what I'm saying? He was, you go looking for safety, you know what I mean? You're a little off topic. No, I'm not. This is about Canelo and Triple G. It's called giving examples. I'm giving you guys examples. So Canelo, he's not going to be he's not going to fight Abel's fight. That's the bottom line where we're getting to. He's not going to fight Abel's fight. He's going to, whether, even if he says, I'm going to stand toe to toe, he's going to fight. When he's in there, if something happens, then he's going to fight what he thinks he needs to fight, the fight he needs to fight, period. That's the whole basis of this. You know what I mean? So trying to scare Canelo into going toe to toe, let's say he tries toe to toe and he starts getting blasted, then if he's not like debilitated, then he's gonna try to get on his bicycle, just like all fighters do when they get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Not, I can't say all, because some people do crazy shit, but I would say majority of fighters, when they're hurt, you see a different version of them. Look at Lucas Matisse when Postal started hurting him. He didn't just sit up there, I'm the machine, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Get on some Samuel L. Jackson shit. That's right. You can't kill me, motherfucker. I'm the machine. Like, he did not. And Postal's not even the biggest puncher. Matisse, the machine got broke that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. All this beforehand stuff, like, you can't convince someone how to fight. Carlos Marquez, nobody cares about, who are you? No one cares about your opinion. Evasive fighters are boring. No, but who are you? That's all we need to know. Who are you in this game? We don't know. You're not Paulie Malignaggi. We don't care what you're talking about. So anyway, bottom line, guys fight to win. That's what it boils down to. They're gonna do whatever they think. And trying to intimidate Canelo to use the style of his choice, to me, is like the oldest trick in the book. I don't see that being a benefit to you. I don't see him actually getting so pissed where he's gonna fight a crazy style. But yeah, you can't say all black fighters don't sell because they're boring. You know what I'm saying? Because James Kirkland don't sell crazy numbers, and he's not boring at all. Carlos sounds like the type to get his ass knocked out. Hey, y'all going in on Carlos. Hey, Carlos, fall back because the fans is on your head. That's crazy. But you know what? Just like the movie The Black Panther, that's a black superhero based in Africa, a fictitious place in Africa, and it's breaking crazy. It's probably, in 2 weeks, it's probably about to do about $1 billion. But see, let the old media tell it. They'll make it sound like blacks don't support blacks. You fucking monkeys don't support your other monkey friends, right? But if that's the case, then why is Black Panther doing so well? Black director from the Bay, yee, Ryan Coogler. Predominantly black cast. I've seen the movie twice. There's the CIA dude was a white guy, and then the Claw guy, but there was not that many other ethnicities that were predominantly shown or whatever. But see, that's what they tried to depict it as. You know what I mean? Oh, blacks don't support blacks. If blacks stood together, then they could do better. And they try to make it like there's absolutely no unity. But again, Black Panther, there's a lot of black people that went to support the movie and see it. You know what I'm saying? And that movies like that transcend things, and they kind of crush stereotypes. You know what I mean? Oh, a black superhero wouldn't be marketable. Well, Black Panther, why is it about to do $1 billion? It's like 700 million and change in 2 weeks. It's the highest grossing Marvel opening ever. It's over Captain America, you know what I mean, which is a white superhero, Logan, all that shit. So, you know what I mean? Now back to this boxing shit. What Abel is saying doesn't make sense too. He's talking about black fighters fighting in a style that's not pleasing to a fan. You can't speak on behalf of fans, because I'm a fan. And you don't know what I like, because obviously what I like and what you like differ. Y'all are funny as fuck. Hey, auntie. That's that Killmonger. That's funny. You know what I mean? So you can't say that. How can you speak on behalf of every fan? Especially, like, I feel like, I mean, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I feel I have more right to speak on behalf of the fans than Abel, because I have a fan base. Like I intertwine and talk to fans daily on multiple flat platforms, and I post, and you know what I mean. I'm not saying boxing is not his life, but he trains a group of fighters and hears whatever he hears in gyms and at fight weeks and stuff like that. But I'm in the field with it. You know what I mean? So it's a bit different. Like I'm talking like, when's the last time you seen Abel Sanchez get on YouTube live stream and rap to the fans for 2 hours like I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? So you can't speak on behalf. I feel I know I got more of an idea of the pulse of fans than just a trainer. You know what I mean? Because you're not out there mingling like me and other people who do this. Dante roasted him? How? What happened? You know, the stuff, like, the bottom line is this. We as fans have a voice. We as fans have to start asking questions, no matter how tough they are. And the bad thing is, like, you start to get sometimes where the trainer seems like they want to be more in the limelight than the fighter. Because truth be told, people, oh yeah, because I'm saying my opinion on Abel Sanchez's comment, they'll blame me and say, oh, Ego, you fucking hate Golovkin, man. You hate Golovkin. Why do you hate Kanadi so much? Like, it's not, I don't hate Golovkin. Ain't the one saying I don't hate Abel either. You know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with him. And that's what happens. You get these, it's like you get these trainers who get that prize fighter that just really stands out. Like Freddie Roach got Pacquiao. Abel Sanchez got Golovkin. And what I mean is, like, these guys have taken their stable to new heights because of their level of success in the fight game, right? And as a result, it's like sometimes they're more willing to do interviews and they get in the limelight more. I'm not hearing Golovkin say some of the statements. You know what I mean? I want to hear Golovkin say some of this now, if that's how he feels, because Abel is the one that's saying it. I never heard Golovkin talking about black fighters fighting styles not pleasing, but his trainer is doing it. But that's part of your team. That's someone you appointed. So in the end, it kind of makes you look bad. It's like me if I send someone to a fight under my brand, their lanyard says boxingego.com, and then they're acting a fool, stealing, sexually harassing bitches. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna come back on me. Not, I didn't sexually harass anyone, but it's still under my umbrella. Do you know what I'm saying? So it just, that's the problem with, like I said, the limelight. Sometimes the trainer starts saying, like, it's just stuff that you can't. We gotta just, in my opinion, we have to start asking some questions. Like everything Abel Sanchez said on DBN to me regarding the Charlo fight, I don't understand. Like, you're making it sound like Charlo, like nobody wants to see that. But I don't believe that to be the case. I would love to see that fight. If Triple G gets past Canelo, I mean, I think stylistically, Charlo's a better fight than Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I mean? So, he's it's like some stepbrother stuff. He said a mean thing first, so that's why he don't get the fight. Man, new media is on the case. Like I said, people get mad. They fear the movement. They fear the power. Ego Army is just getting stronger. But if you start seeing motherfuckers hating on me and stuff, like I said, ask questions. That's all you have to do. Start asking questions. You've never had a conversation with Ego. Why don't you, like, why would you possibly don't like him? You don't even know him. You never had a conversation with him. You see him at the fights and you don't say shit to him. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be nothing real, because I've been at several fights and I don't see that people, you know what I mean? But you guys know what it is. I'm up here. This is what I do full time. Some people do this and have a day job, and you know what I mean? I see why they mad. And I'm not knocking a day job, because when I first started, I had a day job too. But one thing I didn't do was hate on the next man. I wasn't hating on what other people were doing. I just I kept my fucking day job, did this on the side until I got to the point where this took over and this became my day job, right? You heard me? You know what I mean? A lot of people so preoccupied with the next man's doing. I don't care what the next person's doing. I don't care what the next female's doing. I don't care what the next anything is doing. I care what I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, Abel said that people were left super disappointed with Canelo Golovkin. Where? Like I don't recall groups and like droves of people like fuck that fight ruined it. You know what I'm saying? People were entertained by that. They were entertained with Mayweather McGregor. Those were 2 pay-per-views back-to-back months that people I didn't really hear them complain about. I thought it was a good fight. I was there. You know what I mean? We got to start asking questions, people. Asking questions. But I think it's a poor attempt to try to persuade the public to boo and get mad if Canelo uses his skill set. Well, I used this example before, but maybe some people weren't on that stream. Listen. If you apply for a job at JCPenney's and you're bilingual, you fluently speak Spanish and you fluently speak English, and they're asking you on the job, hey, do you have any spoken languages, any additional languages you speak, or special skills, this, that, then you would say, hey, I'm bilingual. You would probably put that because you'll probably get more money for doing that because that's an extra skill. You know what I mean? So why would, if you, in your training or in your upbringing or whatever you want to say, you learn how to speak English and Spanish, why would you not use that when it pertains to a job when they're looking for a lot of bilingual people? Oh, you speak Russian? Great. We have a big Russian demographic we serve for this winery or whatever, or for this whatever company, right? Same thing in boxing. If Canelo has what it takes to be defensively sound, how are you gonna strip that away from him and tell him not to use his defense? It makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. That's like saying, hey, Golovkin, don't use your height, don't use your jab, don't use your chin, don't use your power. I mean, that's what he is. That's who he is as a fighter. You know what I mean? And then trying to embarrass him, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh man. Canelo Triple G winner has to see Charlo. We'll see. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Y'all funny. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just not a fan. You can't make blanket statements. As much as people try to do it in boxing, you know what? I'll be the first to say, like, all the stereotypes, there's sometimes stereotypes kind of seem like they apply, but for every stereotype I can think of, probably you can think of someone who doesn't fit that mold. You know what I'm saying? You can, oh, Mexican fighters, they all have heart. That's not true. Not every Mexican fighter in every fight has shown mad heart. Now, there's a lot of Mexican fighters who do fight for their country and fight, and they'll never give up. Like Estrada. I mean, he showed you, if you don't knock him out versus Rungvisai, he's going to give you all he can. But then what about Chavez Jr.? Did he give his all versus Canelo? Why did he quit versus Fonfara? So, you know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't just have a stereotype and say, oh, everybody fits under this mold. What happened with Canelo and Abel? What happened with Canelo and Abel? I heard someone said they had a run-in or something. Damn, Canelo says Abel Sanchez has no idea what boxing is. That's funny. But see, this to me, this is like I said, when you do what Abel and Tom Loeffler have recently done, to me, it's almost an admission of what you're basically expressing your weakness or what bothers you or what troubles you for your fighter. Because you keep talking about Canelo running. You know what I mean? Deal with it. If that's what he's gonna do, he's gonna do it. There's nothing you or anybody else can do to stop it. And I don't even think he was like, I mean, he used movement. You know what I mean? But I mean, I will say this to be perfectly fair. Canelo did call motherfuckers runners too. I don't know if he called Floyd a runner, but he probably did. But I know he called Lada a runner. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, so maybe this is karma for him because he did call Lada. I know he called Lada a runner too. And you can say Lada's movement was excessive, but at the end of the day, it's boxing. Lada's not trying to get knocked out. Canelo's not trying to get knocked out. Golovkin's not trying to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So all this running, we gotta dead this. All this extra ass running shit. Oh, he ran. He's a runner, man. Fight to win. That's the new shit. I might get that printed on a shirt. Fight to win. Fuck all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, even Golovkin, who I don't think has as many overall skills as Canelo, he fought Lemieux different than he fought Willie Monroe, which makes sense because Willie Monroe has 6 knockouts, so he didn't fear his power. Golovkin be dissing you, and it don't even sound like bad because he just looked like a little boy, like look innocent. He was like, hey, no, Willie Monroe, his punches like tick, 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 tick. No, he's nothing. Like, that motherfucker said his punches were like tick, tick, tick. But you know, David Lemieux ain't on no tick, 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 tick shit. If he connects one of them dynamite sticks, then it won't be no fucking tick, 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 tick shit. You know what I mean? So you fought him behind the jab. So why, see, that's what I'm saying with all this, like, Canelo ran. So you're supposed to fight one fight no matter who the fuck you fighting? Motherfuckers like that end up in the hospital. They end up with short careers. Stop it. You're not gonna fight. That is dumb. It literally is dumb. So again, Triple G did tick tick tick. Hey, no, his punches, nah, nothing. Tick tick tick. All that tick tick tick. Don't let Daniel Jacobs tick 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 you. Let Lemieux tick 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 you. Let Canelo tick 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 you. He's not dumb. So he's gonna fight those people accordingly, because you ain't trying to get up in there and get tick 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 by no fucking a motherfucker with 6 knockouts. Okay, you can let him tick 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 you maybe, but you can't let Daniel Jacobs tick 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 you. You can't let no fucking David Lemieux tick 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 you, right? So you make those adjustments, and that's what Golovkin did. And I'm not knocking it, but stop with all this Mexican style, because if it was really about some Mexican style from a guy who's not from Mexico or Mexican, then let David Lemieux tick 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 you. That's it. That's it. Like knock knock, who's there? Tick tick who? Tick 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 tick. That's, let him tick 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 you. And we got another human body. Pause. Hellerman. Boxing Ego is a certified hater. He hates Triple G. You prove that. Enjoy this, buddy. Y'all want to see a dead body? So come on, tick, 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 tick. How do I hate Triple G now? Majority of what I said was in response to what Abel Sanchez has said, right? So enjoy. Now prove your point. Tick, tick, tick. Time is tick, 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 motherfucker. Time is tick, tick, ticking. Hurry up. Let's get it. I'm ready to catch a body. I'm about to catch a body on somebody, man. Dude, all of your videos have a Canelo bias. All right, you've already, see, listen, this is how you know that these dudes can't fuck with me, because they just say the same thing and reiterate it. Okay, we get it. You think I'm biased. You think I hate Golovkin. We've already got that. So why are you stalling instead of giving examples? Come on, everyone can see you dislike Triple G. Don't deny. So you've wasted 3 responses reiterating the same thing. We get it. You think I hate Triple G. You think I'm biased. And you think I have a vendetta against Triple G. So why does it take you 3 times to say that in 3 different ways when you should be giving the examples like people do or don't do in the hot seat? Tick, tick, tick. I told you, time is tick, tick, ticking. Get to the examples. Listen, if you say, Donald Trump is crude or rude, and then someone says, "Give me a fucking example," you could be like, "Oh, he said this about Mexicans. He said he wants a Muslim ban. He did this. He said grab right put." You can give examples. Look at him. Dude, I don't have time to go through all your videos and name examples. I don't watch you like that. So you watch me enough just to know that I'm biased and that I hate Triple G, right? But you don't know enough to give an example of anything you say. What y'all think? Go get braces, boy, and trim your beard. Now you're talking about how another man looks and telling him to trim his beard and get braces. Really? This is what we're dealing with? I told you this shit is too easy. See, I'm telling you, it's way easier. Way easier. Motherfuckers all in my mouth. Oh, get braces. Look. My teeth is good. What the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, trim your beard. Get some fucking braces. What? So this whole time, instead of thinking of examples, you're looking at my beard and teeth. Oh, he's already been buried. He's been gone. One of my shooters, they already know. They could tell when someone's wasting time. This is what we deal with in the boxing game. So another confirmed kill. I don't have time to go through your video. So you had time to call me biased and say I hate a man, but then when it comes to proving it, you don't have time for that. Oh, okay. And you have time to critique my beard and critique my teeth and facial features, but you don't have time to explain it. Everybody types suspect. Blocked L. Get that motherfucker out of here. I told you we would rule this game with an iron fist. This shit is easy, man. Real easy. And see, that's what I'm saying. How do you... He says, I don't watch you like that, but you watch me enough to gather that these dudes be lying. You must watch me. You must watch me because you think you know so much about me. So you don't watch me like that, but you watch me enough to know I'm biased. So that doesn't even make sense if you really think about it. Because what if you watch two particular videos where I was talking about this and that? If you don't watch out of 5,000 videos, you don't have enough to grasp what I'm possibly saying in the other videos. So to label me anything in two videos, especially when I know I haven't said nothing crazy, then it shows you. It shows you that they're full of shit. They can't admit to them being stalkers. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't even watch your videos like that. But you watch me just enough to know that allegedly I hate Golovkin and that I'm biased. But you don't watch me. Okay. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. Either you watch my videos and you study them and then you notice some kind of pattern or whatever you think you've noticed, or you don't know enough about me. Either way, you're a bum and you got knocked the fuck out the hot seat. Man, and you notice they always have, because they know the time is near, like it's almost the end of the road for them, so they always say some stupid shit about, a lot of times I'm noticing, I guess my facial feature, like that's like the third person in the hot seat that right before they got smashed in the hot seat, pause, they said something about my beard. Shave your fucking beard. It's like, okay. It's just weird. It's like, damn, I know my time's coming. Let me just throw something out there. Trim the fucking beard. Like, listen. If your name is Rodney, Kevin, Jose, Akbar, you know what I mean? Mohammed, Paul, Michael, I don't care how I look to you. I don't want to look cute to you. Like, this is not prison. Like, why would I be trying to impress you? Yeah, shave that fucking beard, man. What? I'm not trying to look good for you. Back to boxing. We killing the game, man. And y'all know this. Yeah, I don't think Abel's comment was fair though. You know what I mean? Just to straight up say basically blacks can't say. See, listen, y'all gotta start questioning some shit. Like these trainers keep saying this stuff. Freddie Rose said, "Oh, black." He said, "A black and a Filipino won't sell," referring to Crawford and Pacquiao. Now the motherfucker might have been fired by Pacquiao, which we'll have to wait and see what Pacquiao's talking about. But even beyond that, Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao have the highest grossing boxing event ever. So how can you say a black and Filipino can't sell when a black and Filipino did sell? You know what I'm saying? Just like Abel Sanchez. Hey, black. He didn't word that right. If his quote, listen. This is a direct quote. What you see right here is a direct quote. Abel Sanchez says black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, end quote. That's a direct quote from Abel Sanchez. But you can't say that because I'm getting ready to watch Wilder, a black fighter, right? This Saturday. And I'm looking forward to that. I think it's a great fight. And if he gets a knockout, no one's going to be, oh, shit, he can't sell. And it's not pleasing to the fans. I would love to get a vote on this. Does Abel think he can say whatever? Listen, the power's in the people. If we accept stuff, if we just accept the stuff without questioning it, then maybe people can say whatever they want. See, and this is the thing. You notice I just burned the dude in the hot seat. I get called oh, you're biased, you hate this person. But I'm not out here saying nothing. I didn't say all guys from Kazakhstan fight like robots. I'm not saying crazy stuff because I don't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like these things that are like questionable or offensive. I'm not doing that. Like if you're offended by what I say, more often than not, a lot of times it's probably because you're a man fan and you just didn't like what I had to say. Not that you can disprove it, but you didn't like it. Like Abel Sanchez, I can disprove what he said. He said black fighter fighting a style that is not pleasing to the fans. 3 words, Errol Spence Jr. So how can you say Errol Spence is not pleasing? That's that old media shit. But I'm telling you, new media's here, Ego's Army's here, believe in that. Death Row East believe in that. I told you we was gonna come establish a new government and overthrow that old bullshit Nas and all the other shit y'all used to, ESPN, all that shit y'all used to. Death Row East believe in that. I told you we was coming. You know what I mean? And like I said, listen, I'm issuing a challenge like on some Wakanda shit. The statements that I'm making, I'm willing to back up in the hot seat. And I can tell you, you can put me on the spot, you can challenge it, you can say, oh, but as long as it's factual, not like, oh, shave your beard, you fucking suck. Boy, that doesn't prove me wrong, talking about shaving my beard. I'll let this shit grow like Rip Van Winkle. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Prove me wrong. That's what we're trying to get to. But like I said, I could easily disprove what Abel Sanchez said. Black fighter fighting style is not pleasing to fans. Wilder's knocking motherfuckers out. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua have like some of the highest knockout percentages of all active fighters that are champions. Gervonta Tank Davis, you could say whatever. Oh, he should have fought Loma. Fuck all that. Is he exciting? The motherfucker is exciting. Then a motherfucker. I enjoy watching him. You know what I mean? He's not putting on boring performances that have me falling asleep. So again, I can disprove that. If this is a hot seat with an Abel statement, but that's what I'm asking for. Disprove the stuff I'm saying. When I say there's race elements in boxing, disprove that. Because I'm giving you examples. Keith Thurman's not boring. I mean, we don't have to do this. There's a ton of people that aren't. I don't even think Mayweather's boring. You know what I mean? I think people aren't on Mayweather's skill level, and he has a crazy ring IQ, so they can't get to him. So if that's the criteria, then yeah, it's boring because he's so skilled, he makes guys look ordinary. So it looks one-sided. But he's not boring in the sense. Mayweather's an awesome boxer, so I always take away stuff. Like how did he pull that off, that sequence, pull counter, hit him with the right, rolled out, dodge this punt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I break Mayweather down like to the science. I'm impressed by that. And see, Abel Sanchez he says, oh yeah, people say the sweet science, but they don't really want that. They just want knockouts. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. and oh my gosh, this is so easy for me. Like, okay, Golovkin is a very good fighter. I think he is a very good fighter. But guess what? Not every fighter that Abel Sanchez trains is going to have Golovkin's attributes, like Golovkin's chin, Golovkin's toughness or heart. So I dare you to train all of your fighters, no matter what they're, Konstantin Ponomarev and all these motherfuckers, right? Train them Mexican style. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Cuadras, Mexican. He just lost his fight. And that was his first fight with Abel Sanchez, right? And he just lost, right? So he's Mexican. He trained with you. And then he lost to a guy that Roman Chocolatito beat, McWilliams Arroyo. So where is his Mexican style? Keep pushing forward. He looked kind of bad to me in that fight. Cuadras didn't look that great to me in that fight. And he lost that fight. So this is what I'm saying. This is where Abel Sanchez, I get Golovkin is your biggest star, but stop, because you're not going to train every single fighter Mexican style. Golovkin, like, let's say he can keep pushing forward because he got a chin and all that. You know what I'm saying? But not every fighter is going to be able to do that. So they're going to have to figure it out another way. Okay, put here. I got an excellent proposition. If y'all want this excellent proposition for Abel Sanchez, y'all can tell him if y'all want. This is an excellent proposition. Can I get a hell yeah? I'm going to explain this to y'all. Can I get a hell yeah? I got a good one for y'all. Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? All right, peep this. Last time I checked, Konstantin Ponomarev was with Abel Sanchez. They were training together, right? Last time I checked. So here, I got a proposition. Since it's all about not running in Mexican style, that's what Abel Sanchez keeps saying to Canelo. So to me, you can't just say it for Canelo can't run, but your fighters can run. So I got an excellent proposition. A fighter that trains with Abel Sanchez, who's ducked Errol Spence Jr. twice, at least, Konstantin Ponomarev. Errol Spence needs an opponent for June or whenever he's coming back for Dallas home time. So you contact the IBF and say, hey, we'll fight him. We will fight him. And you fight. Konstantin Ponomarev needs to fight Errol Spence Jr. because he's already ducked. And I think he lost rankings from doing it. So now we'll see Mexican style. And tell Konstantin Ponomarev to stay in front of Errol Spence Jr. and just whatever you want Canelo to do, tell Konstantin Ponomarev to do. Is that fair? That's perfectly fair. If it's all about Canelo can't move and he can't, it's about entertainment and blacks can't sell, the black style is not pleasing and niggas don't sell, all that, okay, great. So tell Konstantin Ponomarev to step up, to fight the guy he was supposed to fight 2 times ago, who you train with, right? And go Mexican style. Yeah. Errol needs that opponent. We'll see. So that's what I'm saying. That's why this stuff doesn't make sense to me. Tell Gasset Murav to not take a step back with Usyk when they fight in the finals. Tell him to stay in front no matter what. Whatever you wanted Canelo to do, then Murat Gassiev, let's see it. He needs to stay in front of Usyk. Let's entertain the fans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, y'all really don't want this. Like, boxing, okay, it's gonna be exciting, but I guarantee you these boxers are gonna start having these UFC fucking records where it's like fucking 22 and 14 and all this shit. Let's Mexican style it all up. Let's do Mexican style everything. Don't just do it when it benefits you. Do it all the time. Let's have a fucking celebrity death match 2018 out this motherfucker. So I'm trying to see Konstantin Ponomarev celebrity deathmatch style, Mexican style versus Errol Spence Jr. Why didn't Abel push for like the 2 times where Constantine Ponomarev, his fighter, was in line for Errol Spence Jr.? What happened? I know I'll get in contact with Errol Spence Jr. and I promise you, I'll bet money that he didn't turn that fight down. He's trying to fight Keith Thurman, so why would he duck a Constantine Ponomarev, right? So let's do it. Let's see this Mexican style. Don't take no step back. Like I said, everything you want Canelo to do. See, this is how you know it's not truthful. You want Canelo. You have a fighter who's a great offensive fighter, and you know what he's good at and what he lacks. So you want Canelo to sit in place. So I want to see Constantine Ponomarev. In my opinion, he'll be up against it versus Errol Spence Jr. Don't take no step back. Just stand in front of him and bang it out for the fans. Do what the blacks can't do, which is fight in the fight style that's pleasing, and just stay in front of the black guy, Errol Spence Jr. Let's make this into a Rocky IV movie. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, people aren't willing to do that. You're gonna give them the if Usyk knocks down Gassiev, you think he's gonna say, "Hey, just stand there and trade, please the fans"? Like, come on, man. Tell Gassiev to just stay there. Don't move. If Usyk knocks you down, it doesn't matter. Please the fans. That's all we want. So again, do exactly what you want Canelo to do, which is sit still, please the fans, so it's not a boring, disappointing affair, and don't use your skill set. You know what I'm saying? Boxing's gonna be real lit right now. But I think a starting point would be Constantine Ponomarev. Let Errol Spence get some June work with Constantine Ponomarev and stand there and trade with him. May the best man win. You know what I mean? Man, I can't. Listen, if Constantine Ponomarev fights Errol Spence in June, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm trying to see that. So it said that CTE boxing. Fuck it. I mean, if that's what we're doing, if that's what old media and all that wants to do, then let's see it. But just make sure, even when it applies to your favorite fighter, he's doing the same thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Triple G, why didn't he Mexican style with Ward? Ward is not a coward. I know, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when Biggie was like, Pac's a strong dude, I know, dude. Ward's a strong dude, I know, dude. So why didn't Triple G move up in Mexican style? Yeah, Mexican style. All this. Why didn't he Mexican style at 168 with Ward? But he was willing to fight Froch and Chavez Jr. Froch lost to Ward with one hand. Stop playing with me. I'm telling y'all. Like Jay said, I told y'all 9, 10 times ago, stop fucking with me. I told y'all 9 albums ago, stop fucking with me. I told y'all I got to 9 on me. Stop fucking with me. Yo, pimp, this threats. This threats. Nigga, keep a trash bag with me. I'll chop you up inside the mattress, put you on the mattress like drug money, nigga. It's threats, okay? So, told y'all 9, 10 times, stop fucking with me. Y'all better stop. I'm telling you. Told y'all got to 9 on me. Stop fucking. I'm trying to see that Constantine Ponomarev. See, this is what I'm saying. This is, again, Carlos Cuadras. Where is the Mexican? He's Mexican. Why did he lose to Mick Williams Arroyo? It's not just, boxing is deeper than Mexican style and keep pushing forward. And, like, stop playing with me, man. I'm trying to. Y'all making me go Ego Valley on these videos, man. Let that man Canelo fight whatever he thinks is gonna win, and you fight whatever you think is gonna win, and knock him out either way. That's what it is about. You know what the prime example of what I'm talking about is? Street Fighter 2. Just look at fighting video games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2 games, right? There's different styles in there. Zangief's is just a big ass motherfucker. If he gets you in proximity, he's gonna pile drive your ass. You know what I mean? And destroy you. But then there's some people like Chung Li jumping all around, light on her feet, spinning star kick. She doing Blanca, doing backflips and electrocuting motherfuckers. That's what happens. Oh, whoa, yo, hold up, not me. We got another super chat because we gang. Deron Heron, he dropped a bomb on the super chat. We got a purple super chat. I told y'all when that super chat looking like Barney, that's how you know it's a problem. Shout out to all the supporters. $50 from the man Deron Heron. I appreciate you. Abel tripping. Boxing is a sweet science. He want shit catered to his fighter. Preach ego. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate that. Shmoney gang. Pray to the shmoney gods. Boxing doesn't work like that. It's like one of my favorite movies, Bloodsport with Van Damme. Right? Bloodsport. They're at the Kumite. They had people from Africa, Japan, Paris, America, Brazil. Their trainings were totally different. If you fight in Japan, they might not be doing what they do in Brazil. Brazil, they got capoeira, you know what I mean? Japan had like a sumo wrestler looking dude, but the Kumite brings all the best fighters. It's the American who makes tricks with bricks. Ha! You lose, American asshole. Right? But they brought all these fighters from around the world to the Kumite. Dimmock. No bottom one. Bam! See, I'm hitting y'all with that Dimmock. Bottom line is the Kumite have fighters showcasing their skills from around the world. May the best man win, period. Boxing's no different. This is the fucking Kumite. So you can't worry about what another person's doing, their style, and whatever. You got to fight whatever style. Remember Bloodsport had that African monkey dude who was doing all this monkey shit, jumping on people's back and shit. That big ass sumo just grabbed him and started breaking his back. But that monkey dude was doing rolling around and doing flips. Yeah, I gotta watch that Tupac Biggie series. The actors don't really look like him, but hopefully it's still good. But anyway, yeah, you can't control how Canelo fight. He's gonna fight how he wants to fight. And I mean, and like I said, I will say this: Canelo has called people runners like Lada, so maybe you should think twice about what you say too, because Lada's gonna fight his best fight to win. Period. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's the name of the game. People are gonna do what they think they can do to win. I'm about to eat the rest of my sandwich. It's been real. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the super chats. Y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about before I get off? I'm about to get off. And my sandwich was so good. Watch the Barclays, or watch the press conference, Barclays seats. What is this Barclay? I don't even know where y'all getting the information of who sold what. Like, what am I supposed to be talking about Barclays seat? Shout out to New Media. Pacquiao pick Lomachenko. I don't know what Pacquiao. I don't even know if he's going to pick Freddie Roach, let alone his opponent. To be honest, Freddie Roach, I tried to call him, and Pacquiao didn't answer. I called him motherfucker 5 times, and Pacquiao, I said, son, just call me back when you get a chance. And Pacquiao didn't want to call. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to pick his trainer, let alone fucking Lomachenko, so I don't know. I said, son, Pacquiao, if you 2 more fights with me, and if you lose, then you can retire. Vargas versus Spence. Vargas is tough, but I would lean towards Spence. You know, honestly, I like Vargas, but his best one is at 147 is Saddam Ali, who turned out to obviously be solid because he beat Cotto. But I mean, Cotto, he's not. I don't know. He had a lot of off season and all that. So you know what I mean. But other than that, Vargas doesn't really have any. He's super tough. He's hard to get out of there, but he don't have any major wins at 147. So I gotta rock with Errol Spence in that situation. Bradley beat him. Pacquiao beat him. Lada versus Jermell. That's a good fight. You know what? I gotta see. I gotta see how Lada does with Jared Swift Hurd, because I think that's a difficult fight. But if he looked real sharp in that, I don't know, because I was at a Charlo fight, Jermell's fight with John Jackson. He was getting outboxed. He even admits that. So Lada, I mean, he's a king of outboxing people. To be honest, he's very good at outboxing people, Canelo included, in them early rounds. So that's a toss-up fight. Mel got power, and he's learned a lot since the John Jackson fight. So I don't know. I don't know who I would pick in that. But I mean, Lada should be worried about no one other than Swift Hurd, because that's stylistically could be a difficult fight. Because even if Lada is hurting Hurd, he keeps trucking. And he's going to keep coming forward and shit, unless you get him out of there. Do you think Andrade will do anything at 160, considering how things went at 54? Honestly, bro, I think Andrade. I mean, I'm not trying to knock his promoter, like talk crazy, but I just don't know if they're able to put him on the fast track like other promoters. Like, you look at both Charlos and stuff. I would be hard pressed to believe that Andrade is getting the same paychecks that the Charlo brothers are getting. And their names were popping at the same time. If anything, Andrade's name was probably popping before the Charlos. If you really think about it, Andrade had fought Vanes Matarosen for a title before the Charlos had really became champions or done anything to the point where their name was buzzing. So realistically, Andrade had a head start. But if you think about it, he's probably not getting the paychecks that Charlos are getting for whatever Charlo gets for Hugo Centeno Jr. will probably be greater than what Andrade got for Alan Ted Fox. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I wish him well, and I want him to come back soon. But like, boxing is a business. Yeah, he has to fight frequently. Oh shit, he needs to fight frequently. That's the only way to stay relevant in this game. Like, you know what I mean? Like Antonio Margarito, who's checking for him? He's not fighting frequently enough. You know what I mean? To the point where people are like really considering him anything. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes on Gang Gang. Andre, will he ever be a superstar? I don't know. He has to fight. He has to fight the names. And it's gonna be hard because he has a style that obviously you can see even Abel Sanchez, people like that, they're not giving him any shine. Black fighters fighting a style that's not pleasing to the fans. So I mean, despite his talent, they're gonna say stuff like that. See, this is the problem, that the thing that I really have a problem with is people like Abel Sanchez keep saying this, and it just perpetuates bullshit. It perpetuates ducks in the sport. It perpetuates the need to not see the best versus the best in other good fights because you're trying to create this built-in excuse. Like, now that I think about it, the more and more I think about it, there's a reason Team Triple G didn't fight Edeslandi Lara. There's a reason Team Triple G, I already knew this, but there's a reason Team Triple G didn't fight Andre Ward. They didn't want to fight those styles. And the funny thing is, I wouldn't pick Triple G to beat Ward, but I would pick him to beat Lara moving up. But there's still that element of who knows. Or there's still that element of, even if Triple G knocked out Edeslandi Lara, how's he gonna look? Is he gonna look sensational knocking him out? And I think not. Because look at Daniel Jacobs' movement. Daniel Jacobs probably doesn't move as frequently in his fights as Lara does. Lara moves a lot. Like in the Canelo fight, he moves in fights where he doesn't even need to move. You feel me? Like fucking Delvin Rodriguez fight, he's still moving, and Delvin Rodriguez can't really even hurt him. So to me, it's apparent. Team Triple G, they were on the fast track because they got the cosigns from HBO and ESPN and all that shit, and they got a lot of praise and he's number one, and they were doing the little package deal with Chocolatito, making it like, oh, these two great action fighters, yeah, selling out. So I mean, I'm not mad at the business side, but there's a reason they didn't fight Ward, and there's a reason why they didn't fight Edeslandi Lara. They didn't want to fight those styles. I firmly believe that. Shout out to Frank Hayes, $5 super chat, gang gang. Love the channel and admire the hustle. Troy planning on coming back anytime soon. The dynamic is crazy when you have him on. Yes, it's just I just have to get with him. I just been pushing, expanding the brand in different ways that I can't talk about right now. But yes, Troy King. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't know, they start making up shit. Oh yeah, fucking Troy sold Ego some drugs and he took it and he says this was dirt weed and Bammer, so Ego got mad and they don't talk. Like, what are y'all talking? I don't even smoke or do drugs. Troy King's not a drug. Y'all just make up shit because you don't know. Man, this internet shit is funny. Yeah, Troy King, he fucked around and dated Ego's ex-girl. Like, what are you talking about? We don't even know the same people. Well, we know some of the same people. I'll just be making up shit. What was I saying? Oh yeah, anyway, Triple G didn't fight Ward because he didn't want to fight Ward. Or I can't say him, his team, whatever, whoever you want to blame. It's just like Edeslani Lara, because Lara, I think Triple G would have beat Lara. But let's see it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he might have beat him and not look sensational in doing it. You know what I mean? The guys can win. Like Lucas Matisse just knocked out the Karam dude and got a belt for it. But who's talking about Lucas Matisse? Pacquiao, another person who's been looking kind of washed lately. You know what I mean? But no one's really talking about Matisse because he didn't look good in the fight, even though he got a knockout. You know what I mean? So it could have been a situation like that where Triple G, if he were to have fought Lara, even if he knocked him out, would he look great in doing so? Like, I mean, y'all can say whatever, but Lara, amateur background decorated, Demetrius Andrade, Ward gold medalist. Triple G didn't fight those guys. Even though some of them said, hey, I'll move up and fight you. Or, hey, move up to me and fight me. Reasons why Triple G would beat Lara. I mean, first of all, let's be clear. I don't know 100% that he would beat him. But see, this is the thing. If I don't know, I'm willing to see it. I still want to see it. I'm not making excuses for it to not happen. That's one thing. The reason, me personally, I think Triple G would beat him is because he's a pressure style and he keeps that presence on you. And Lara would have less time to think. And Lara moving up from 54 to 60, that's more of Triple G's territory. I think Lara has a decent frame to move up to 160, but we haven't seen him there. So if he just moved up immediately and fought Triple G, I think you would have to favor him. Triple G has a good jab. And then, like, you look at the pressure style that Angulo fought Lara with. He had a lot of success pressuring Lara, knocked him down twice. So imagine that Triple G's pressure, which is everything Triple G does is way better than Angulo, right? His pressure is there, but he's also more of a technician than Angulo. So that's who I would favor. But again, I would like to see it. I would like to see it. All right, I'm gonna put you in a hot seat. Don't block two fingers. You can't say that Triple G ducked Ward because Triple G never moved up to that weight even after Ward retired. False. I can't say that. And there's a simple reason. Do you accept the hot seat? Prepare to get burned. Here, I'm gonna start, while you're deciding your fate, I'm gonna start queuing up your body bag by pulling something up. Do you accept the hot seat? That's all, yes or no? What's your name? Two fingers. Where you at, two fingers? See, why does it take so long? Wow. Where is he at? I'm pulling his fade up because I like to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Where is he at? Does he respond? See what they do? He responded. Okay, he put a devil emoji. What does that mean? Ah, that's not a response. He just put a devil emoji smiling. I need a yes or no. Man, tell your mans to just say yes or no. That's it. Listen. All right, he said yes. Can anyone confirm that? Okay, so you said I can't say that Triple G ducked Andre Ward at 168. How come? We got a hot seat, people. Let's go. So why can't I say that? What evidence do you have that he was willing to fight triple? That he was willing to fight? Oh, your stance is that he never moved up to super middleweight. That's it. Okay. We're waiting. A los golpes. We're waiting. Man, I feel fidgety just waiting for you because I know I'm about to body you. I did pull up because I was hoping you said yes. So I was hoping. I already pulled it up. So you're pretty much done for. So if you could speed this up, that'd be great. That'd be great. I told you I was pulling it up as you were deciding. So thank you. You gave me enough time. He did duck him because they always had shit to say about Ward until they finally said Ward was too big, too much for him. Wow, somebody knows their boxing. All right. Somebody count to 15. Count to 15, and then I'm going to just present my case if they haven't responded at 15, and then we'll go by the regular hot seat rules. Damn, someone said 1. All right, how much time you got? Okay, now I'm gonna present my case because he's stalling. So the reason why I said it's a duck is because, one, he's on camera saying, no, Ward, he's too much for me. That's one thing. So you already said you don't want no problems by saying another person in or around your division is too much for you. That's one thing. Number two, his own trainer, which has constantly been an issue of contention, has been on record, you guys can Google this part, saying we could beat anyone from 154 to 168. They came in the game saying that, right? Ward was at 168 at the time, dealing with some legal troubles. Then he came back, fought Paul Smith. So they could have made it work, right? And they didn't. They instead fought David Lemieux and whoever else after that, Dominic Wade, whoever, right? When shit got real. They were willing to face Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. because of his father's name, because it's not like he built some crazy empire. His daddy did that, right? They were willing to face him, no problem, at 168. And they were willing to face Carl Froch, no problem, at 168. But the guy who beat Carl Froch, Andre Ward, they weren't willing to face him at 168, right? Oh yeah, y'all want some proof? The new media way? Okay, Exhibit A. I told you I was bringing up evidence to body. Carl Froch, I did a video about this a long time ago. Let's see when. Let's see. I'm just curious now. Look, 4th of July. There's gonna be some fireworks out this motherfucker right now. 4th of July, 2015. Carl Froch said he was too big, too strong for Triple G. Triple G wanted that work. Look at this video I did. Golovkin's own promoter tweeted this. Out of respect to Carl Froch and his marketability in the UK, we never asked for a catch weight. We were always clear at 168 with Eddie Hearn. Look, the question, someone says, Tom Loeffler, did you guys ask Froch to come down in weight? Once again, checkmate. Out of respect to Carl Froch and his marketability in the UK, we never asked for a catch weight, always clear at 168 with Eddie. So, I told you he was getting bodied, son. You open the floodgate. You can't say, oh, he wants to. Listen, for two reasons. For one, if I lose, I'm going to beat that ass. For two, if I lose, I'm going to beat that. That's from a movie, y'all don't know. For two reasons. I'm going to tell you why you can't use, hey, Triple G, you want to stay at 160 and unify. Because for one, if he wanted to stay at 160 and unify, why did his promoter say, we'll beat anyone from 154 to 168 if you only want to stay in that one division? Two, why were you willing to fight Carl Froch, which I just showed you from his promoter, Golovkin's promoter, at the full 168, or Chavez Jr., but not Ward? And three, Golovkin still hasn't become undisputed when he could have easily fought Billy Joe Saunders after the Jacobs fight, at least, when Billy Joe Saunders was acting like a maniac, calling him out, and they were in negotiations. But instead, he waited for the money fight in Canelo. So you can't say he wanted to stay at 160 to unify, because if he wanted to unify, Billy Joe Saunders would have came, and he wouldn't have been waiting around for Canelo. He would have just did his own thing and went and tried to grab that final belt. Checkmate. Let's vote. So again, Golovkin and his team opened the floodgate to 168. Ward was a person at 168. You know what I mean? And look, I just showed you, man. I'm showing you the body bag. Golovkin's own, hey, out of respect for Froch, we'll fight him at 168. That's what you're saying. And then when, if I'm not mistaken, people were saying the Dre fight with Triple G needs to fight him at 164. But why did Carl Froch is bigger than Triple G? You know what I'm saying? So why are you willing to fight him? And he's muscular, in shape. Why are you willing to look? He has power. He doesn't fight like going away or whatever. So why are you willing to him at the full 168, but you wanted a catch weight of 164 with Dre, right? Explain that. You can't. See, I got the proof, man. So you're willing to fight a guy who's strong and a good fighter that Ward beat at 168, but you're not willing to fight Ward at 68. That's why Andre Ward said, fuck all this, because Ward is not a person who's going to be on someone else's clock. So he just left. He left the division. Okay, Kovalev really wants it, so I'll go up and wait for my next challenge. And that's what he did. Moved up in weight, fought Sullivan Barrera, Alexander Brand, then fought Kovalev twice. Because he was like, okay, I got emails. They don't want to fight me. They're not trying to fight. So why am I gonna sit around waiting for something that's not gonna happen? And he went about his career like a true businessman. That's of course you're not gonna wait. Let's vote. If you got an L, put your L's up so we can hurry up and get this man up out of here. Yo, we should be at 300 likes by now. We stopped for like, it feels like 20 minutes. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Get two fingers out of here. The people have spoken. Two fingers. Zion got blocked by one of the shooters. Two fingers got the finger. That's what I'm saying. Listen, this is Golovkin's whole situation has been predicated based on what his team has said. Period. Nobody says, oh, out of nowhere, Golovkin move up to super middleweight. But you open the floodgates, you break the levees yourself when you say you're willing to fight names at 168, Carl Froch and Chavez Jr. That's something he did. It's just like, it's just how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? That's like Canelo saying, oh, I'll fight. When Canelo was at 54, let's say, oh, I'll fight Billy Joe Saunders and I'll fight David Lemieux, but I'm not fighting Golovkin. He's too much for me, man. Imagine if Canelo said that. Hey, did anyone get 2 fingers out of the chat? Because I can't go on knowing that he survived when he shouldn't have survived the hot seat. Any of the shooters find him? No shooter? No one gonna claim the confirmed kill? Someone said, bring us the body. Y'all are funny. His name is 2 Fingers. No one can find him? See, they be on that Bin Laden. They be hiding. No, there ain't no killing himself. We gotta find him. He's in a cave somewhere or something. He escaped? Hold on. I'll find him. It's been a minute, but I think I can find him. Hold on. I'll find him. Got him. And that's the show. Call that a stream. Pow. It's been a minute since I had to get somebody, but my shooters, they might be, their fingers might hurt from getting them out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the super chats. Oh yeah, the shooters are the mods that are helping police the comment section. Make sure there's no crazy stuff. Shout out to my shooters. Shout out to the fans. We'll talk about it more. I'll probably do another video because I don't agree. I gotta watch the press conference, but I don't agree with what Abel Sanchez said. Hit the like button on your way out for sure. You just can't relegate black fighters to being boring and running. It don't work like that. There's a lot of fighters, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, Charlo. Maybe there are some black fighters that are boring as fuck. Who cares? Because there's a lot of action fighters that fans love. James Kirkland, he's an action fighter. You know what I mean? If we're just talking about boring and who marketability. And Abel's saying all this crazy stuff. Black fighters, that's why they don't sell. Golovkin's action pack, why didn't he sell crazy pay-per-view numbers before? See, this is the thing. The casual comments, you'll always get caught because it's they say treacherous stuff. Triple G, why did it take for you to fight a redhead Mexican for you to have your best pay-per-view numbers? How come when they were saying Hagler-Hearns or the Lemieux fight was going to be a Hagler-Hearns style, why did it do less than 200,000? Why did the Jacobs fight, which was an anticipated belt consolidation fight, why did it do around the same? You know what I'm saying? Because Triple G, we know he's an action fighter, so why is Triple G not a pay-per-view star? It takes for another established pay-per-view star like Canelo. See, Canelo before Golovkin put up numbers. He did 2.2 with Floyd. He sold with Cotto and did almost 1 million. He has several 375 to 450,000 pay-per-view, the Angulos and Ladas, all that. All of Canelo's, every single one of Canelo's pay-per-views where he was the headliner did better than Golovkin's 2 before the Canelo fight. So if you're gonna say black fighters, they're boring or runners, so they don't really sell, then why is Triple G not selling on pay-per-view? Yes, he could sell out venues. He could sell out venues, but where's his pay-per-view stardom? He needs Canelo. He needs Canelo for his pay-per-views to break 1 million. And that's the cold hard facts. If you disagree, tell me one pay-per-view out of more than one that Triple G has where he's actually outsold any of Canelo's. You know what I mean? Or where he outsold Mayweather, since we're talking about black fighters. Yeah, that's a good... Since black fighters can't sell, name one. We don't even have to use like Mayweather Pacquiao. That's just too obvious, and nobody's touched that number. But name a time Triple G outsold Mayweather Canelo, Mayweather Cotto, Mayweather De La Hoya, Mayweather Shane Mosley. He ain't never sold. He never even like came in the strata. Shane Mosley fight did like 1.4 million. So that's literally over a million of what Golovkin has done when he fought Lemieux and Jacobs on pay-per-view. So what are we really saying? What are we talking about? See, we got to start asking these questions. I know they're tough. And I know y'all don't want to admit it. But these are the facts, people. That's what I'm saying. People have to be held accountable for what they're saying. Including me. Look. Look. ESPN, Gennady Golovkin, David Lemieux generates about 150. See, how do you go from this? Is what makes me question that number even. How does it go from about 150 to just over 150? About makes it sound like it's under, but just over makes it sound like it's over. But either way, on ESPN, bang, Triple G Lemieux. So again, if we're talking about black fighters can't sell, then Triple G's an action star, right? He's Mexican style, right? Why did it do 150,000 according to ESPN? Hardcore rapper, but he's glossy. See, y'all gotta make it make sense. Make the numbers make sense. Now I know some people, oh, ego, shut the fuck up. You're just hating. But how can I hate on numbers that are already publicized? You feel me? Floyd Mayweather versus Shane Mosley. Fight was 1.4 million. So literally Mayweather versus Mosley did over 1 million of what Golovkin did. Like 1.3 million or so of what Golovkin did in his first pay-per-view outing. But the Jacobs fight wasn't much better in his second pay-per-view outing. Make it make sense, people. And not to mention, we're not even going to get into Floyd's live gates and shit like that. Stop playing with me. Told y'all 19 times ago. Stop fucking with me. Yeah, you got to be held accountable for your statements. And I don't think what he said was fair. And again, you can't relegate. I mean, was De La Hoya and Mosley, was that on pay-per-view? That probably was on pay-per-view. I don't remember if it was on pay-per-view. But I guarantee if it was on pay-per-view, it probably did pretty good. It probably did over 150,000, put it that way. Because that was at the Forum. It was an LA fight. Both fighters from SoCal. Let's go, man. So, yeah, I mean, all I ask, new media style, is if you say it, stand on it. Live by that. Live and breathe that. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say it and then we do the research and it doesn't hold up. It should hold up. The stuff I'm saying holds up. Triple G's team was willing to fight Carl Froch at 168. I just showed you the proof. You know what I'm saying? So it's no longer speculation. It's not like ego you're hating or this. So be it. I'm showing you the proof. We were always clear at 168 with Eddie, Carl Froch. Told y'all 9-10 times ago. And I'm out. I'm about to eat the rest of my... De La Hoya Mosley did 590,000, the first one, and the rematch did 900,000. Case in point. Leave that man Canelo alone. Canelo, if you ever see this, I was born ready, and fight your fight. Fight whatever style you want. We're not playing these games. New media. If they call you a runner, they want to call you a fake Mexican, even though you're from Mexico and you speak the native language and you help Mexico when they had earthquakes and hurricanes and different things like that. Fight your fight. We're not playing these games. You know what I'm saying? We're not playing these games. Oh, and like I said, Canelo's not even calling himself Mexican style, but he is Mexican. He's not even calling himself Mexican. So why is he? Who cares if he's running, if he's dancing, tap dancing, back flipping, standing toe to toe? He's not the one out here coining himself I'm the ultimate Mexican fighter that never takes a step back. He's not doing any of that. So let him fight how he wants to fight. Now, when you put like when you put a tagline on it, then that's something different. Like if let's say I had a pizzeria and I'm like, this is the best pizza in Northern California. That's different because now I'm saying I'm the best pizza around. That's a different statement. You know what I mean? Canelo's not saying I'm the ultimate Mexican warrior who's never going to take a step back and never going to fight sensibly, and I'll give it my all even if I get not. He's not even claiming nothing like that. He just knows he's Mexican. His team, a lot of them are Mexican, Reynosos and shit like that, and he keeps it pushing. So why is he held to whatever standard? Just because he's Mexican, he's supposed to go to war and maybe have a career like, let's say, like Brandon Rios, someone who's never really honed their defensive side of the game. That it doesn't make sense, man. Yo, Ego be chilling. Just got back getting some grub. What'd you get to eat? So, yeah, man, we can't put these labels on the fighters. I'm sure, like anybody, like Errol Spence, he's a come forward fighter, but if he fought Canelo, he called out Canelo, he might have to make some adjustments where he has to ease off the gas to win it. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever. And the fighters that get this do well. With one more point, can I get a hell yeah? I'm about to body these, man. I'm about to body them, man. Let me, like Kathy said, man, I'm trying to catch a body. For real, dog. I'm trying to catch a body on somebody. I know I'm spitting too many facts. You will get spit like gas, man. When the hammer click, dog, I hammer chicks. I handle chicks with... That's how Cassidy be rapping. Y'all want me to drop this last little point just to think about? They be like, man, drop the facts. I'm so dope like I handle crack, dog. Man, you a featherweight. I'm a heavyweight. I make you levitate. Like Katrina when the levee break, dog. Hey, I'm on my cash shit. Y'all don't want these freestyles. I said, you a featherweight. I'm heavyweight in every state. I'm like Katrina the way the levee break. Hey, dog. You don't want these problems, man. They mad because I'm getting super chat. It's a lot that I bring to the table. How's your name? Abel, but you ain't even able. I'll leave you disabled. I'm on my cash shit. I'll leave you disabled like Cain and Abel. Dog, it be your own brother. Man, word to your mother. I'm like gravy the way I smuff. Hey, dog. Cassidy and balls and all that, dog. I'm on my Philly shit. Y'all better stop playing with me. He said, your name Abel like a story. I turn you to a fable. That's make-believe. You a chick with make. That's Maybelline. I turn the tables green. Man, stop playing with me. Word to my mama, I'm like the king of Wakanda. They want to challenge the throne. You can't even clean up your home, dog. Yeah, I seen Cassidy Disaster. The first one was whack, and then they redid it. They were having problems with the mic, and then when they're in the underground parking lot or whatever, that one was dope. But y'all fucking with boxing ego, they don't want to box with ego. I put you in the box and sign ego, dog. Listen, let me drop this last little point on y'all. Did y'all say hell yeah? I forgot. Who better on the mic, Broner or you? Please stop. Never mind. But anyway, so you know how Abel is real cool with Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. He was, you know, what I mean, Chocolatito been in the gym. They were doing that little package deal with Golovkin and Triple G on fights, right? Check this out. How come? This is what I'm telling y'all, man. Well-rounded fighters, skills pay the bills. Chocolatito fought. This is, check my work. I dare you. Man, listen, I dare you to hit me with a fact check. I'm on YouTube. That's Google. That's a fact check. I'm telling y'all. Hit me with the fact check. I don't even care, dog. It's whatever. We could bet whatever. Tell me I'm lying. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez fought Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada. Fact. Some people thought that Estrada beat Triple G. Beat Chocolatito. Chocolatito won on the cards, right? Fact. Chocolatito moved up, fought Carlos Cuadras, moved up 3 pounds to the 115 division. Fact. Got his eyes swollen. Got both of his eyes swollen in that fight. Struggled with McWilliams Arroyo, right, in their fight. And then fast forward, he fought Sor Rungvisai, right? And they got knocked out by Sor Rungvisai. These are all facts. So this is the thing. Let me tie it all in for you. Chocolatito fought Estrada, controversial somewhat win. They both came from the same weight class, the lower weight class. But you know, Juan Francisco Estrada, because he's a Mexican fighter, but he can actually box too. He has boxing skill. He did better than Chocolatito did with 2 shots against Rungvisai. Estrada did better versus Rungvisai in his first shot, even though they both came from a lower weight class and moved up. You know what I mean? Because they fought in the lower weight class, and then Chocolatito moved up before Estrada. But Estrada having overall skill, Chocolatito has a lot of offensive skill. Estrada has better overall skill, plus he has that Mexican heart, right? So that's why he did better when he fought Rungvisai. Chocolatito fought Rungvisai, got knocked out in the second fight. You know what I mean? Estrada got better in the second half of the fight. You know what I mean? After probably feeling that Rungvisai power. That goes to show you skills pay the bills. You know what I mean? Being an overall complete fighter. So all this like clowning Canelo shit. Oh, you sit there and run. You're Mexican, right? Estrada Mexican, but he did better. Some people are saying Estrada beat Rungvisai. I thought Rungvisai won, but it was close. But either way, Estrada, who also came from a lighter division, so you can't use that as an excuse, just like Chocolatito, he's more well-balanced than Chocolatito. He has offense, but he also has more of a defense and better ring IQ, I would say. So therefore, he did better versus Rungvisai. How you win a fight with both eyes closed and you barely has a scratch. And then on top of that, Chocolatito struggled with McWilliams Arroyo, and he just went. He had a long layoff and beat Cuadras. So I mean, skills pay the bills. So it's not about that. Listen, Estrada, he fights more technical. Listen, just listen. Sor Rungvisai, the one that was eating rat in the video that I posted earlier, he's more wild and sloppy than Estrada. Estrada has better technique. They're both good fighters, but Estrada's more like, you know what I mean, textbook. And he's Mexican. And at the end of the day, the Mexican fighter was the one that was actually boxing smarter than Rungvisai. Rungvisai, he'll take punch. Look at how many punches he was taking in that 12th round. He don't have no type of defense. So the bottom line is that Superfly 2 main event was an excellent fight. It was an excellent fight. And the Mexican fighter fought smarter than Rungvisai. No matter who you had winning, he fought more technical. So you got to get off Canelo's back about this whole he ran and don't use all your skill, because that's exactly what Estrada did. He used his skill. And that's why he didn't get knocked the fuck out like Chocolatito. So, I mean, y'all got to stop. Fighters have to fight the fight to win. That's it. They got to fight to win. And you know what's funny? If you listen, a shout out to, I think it might have been J-Dog. Somebody hit me up. In that Quadras fight, Abel told Quadras to use his legs. He's like, come on, you gotta use your legs. Why didn't you tell him to go Mexican style? McWilliams Arroyo was, for the second time in his recent career, was on a 2-year layoff. I covered McWilliams' last fight. It was on the Golovkin-Wade card when he fought Chocolatito. He ain't fought since then. So why are you telling Quadras, who trains at Big Bear now with Abel Sanchez, why are you telling him to use his legs? He's struggling to beat a guy who's on a 2-year layoff, and now you're telling him to use his legs. But then when it comes to your other fighter, Triple G, and Canelo, you're telling Canelo not to use his legs, sit there, stop fighting like a pussy, you little chicken, and you ran. You were Mexican, but now you're Floyd. Come on, man. Oldest trick in the book. Call me when it's gangster. Let me know what you all think. Yeah. Thank y'all for the super chats. Damn, we've been balling since iOS. This is another super chat over $100. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Listen. Okay. Y'all keep saying these recycle points and it kills me. Canelo did say he was going to knock out Triple G, and he fought like he wanted a unanimous decision. Listen, who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder says, listen, this shuts down all this recycled shit y'all keep doing. This is to Juan Romero, right? Deontay Wilder said he's going to knock out Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz says he's going to knock out Deontay Wilder. One of those motherfuckers is going to be wrong. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's how they feel before the fight. But then you get up in there and then things don't go your way. You know what I'm saying? So who cares? Why did people, but Canelo said he was going to knock out Golovkin. Well, he thought he probably could knock him out, and it was tougher than he thought. So again, unless Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder perform a double knockout, which is very rare in boxing, then at the end of the day, who cares what the fighter said before? Because when you get in there, it's always something different. Ron Gavriel thought he was going to beat David Benavidez, and from what I've seen in the rematch, he didn't even come close. But he was saying he was going to knock out David Benavidez. Who cared? Did it look like he was close to ever knocking out David Benavidez? No. But you guys recycle the same bullshit. Who cares? He thought he could knock him out. David Benavidez came correct. It didn't work for Gavriel. Got his jaw broken, broke his nose, from what I heard. Word on the street. He tried. He showed heart. He'll be back. He'll be able to fight other guys. So why do you guys focus on that? Why do you focus on, oh, he said this before? Brandon Rios said, hey, when I beat Danny Garcia, y'all gonna jump on my dick. But the only ones jumping was him jumping up off the canvas, and his leg was all tweaked because Danny Garcia timed him perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, fighters say stuff. This happens. This happens. Oh, I'm going to knock him out. Brandon Rios didn't knock out Danny Garcia, and nobody jumped on his dick. He said, oh, after I beat Garcia, I'm going to jump on his dick. That didn't happen. He thought it was going to happen, but you get in there, maybe it's something different. So who cares that Canelo said he's going to knock him out? Counterpunch, man down, $5 super chat, gang, gang. Love the content, Ego. People going to generalize, but every race got boxers of offensive and tactical styles. Of course. Hope you get back to your sandwich, bro. I know I keep getting lured in. Y'all keep saying crazy stuff and leaving comments. But, yeah, I mean, people keep focusing. Oh, yeah, but Canelo said he was going to knock him out. Okay, Brandon Rios said he was going to knock out Danny Garcia, and y'all was going to jump on his dick. It didn't happen. Did y'all jump on Brandon Rios' dick? Pause. Did y'all jump on Brandon Rios' dick? That's what he said. Did y'all jump on the dick? Pause. I'm the realest out. Without a doubt. Get it right, man. So, I mean, fighters say whatever they... And truth be told, Abel Sanchez was talking about knocking out Canelo. That didn't happen either. So, everyone keeps bringing up how Canelo said he was going to knock him out and failed to knock out Golovkin. But they're not bringing up how Abel Sanchez himself said that Triple G, before the fight, was going to knock him out. Especially before the fight was signed. He was saying, oh, yeah, we'll knock out Canelo. You know what I mean? And then the fight got closer, and then he might have scaled back a little bit. Man, call me when it's gangster. Shout out to y'all super chats. We got over $120 on this super chat. Fight Club. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna get real, people. Stay tuned. I don't try to disappoint. I don't think I'm gonna disappoint, but we got some stuff in the works. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out, y'all. Everyone have a good night.